It's high school basketball time. Todd McCall, Gary Sutton. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We're here at Hershey tonight. Bishop McDevitt and Hershey take what is a big keystone matchup for McDevitt, one game back from Lower Dauphin. Let's talk a little bit, Gary, tonight's matchup with the Crusaders and Hershey Trojans. Hershey looking to play a spoiler tonight, but Bishop McDevitt has other things in mind. They've got to stay right on pace right now with Lower Dauphin.
McDevitt's one game right back of Lower Dauphin. Lower Dauphin, of course, playing Mechanicsburg tonight, so you don't want to look over at the other side of the clock. You want to make sure you stay right here. Hershey can be a tough team. They played a lot of good basketball this year, but McDevitt 14-5, having an outstanding season. One game back, as you mentioned, 10-3 in the Mid-Penn Keystone. And they're led by Olivia Fasick, who's a freshman this year, averaging almost 16 points a game. She's had 9 threes in the last 6 games. She had 22 the other night against Redland. She's really one of the engines that make them go. The other engine kind of purrs quietly on the inside, and that's Michaela Ruth, an outstanding forward, one of the hardest working girls you're going to see anywhere in the Mid-Penn, and she's a rebounding machine. She also can score inside and get the big bucket when you need it.
Well, when you're playing spoiler, things get a little differently. Tonight, Hershey kind of at 8-11. They have 3 games this week. They play tonight, Wednesday, and Thursday. Talking to Coach Ron Moore, that last matchup, he really felt like his team, I would say, got a little bit tired, lost some gas in the fourth quarter because McDevitt plays a lot of players. Now, if you're Hershey Trojans going inside the huddle tonight, how do you come away with this victory and upset them?
Well, I think one of the things you do is you take care of the basketball. They've got a girl named Cassie Suge who's been playing outstanding basketball. She's been scoring threes a lot lately. She'll average about 10 points a game. They got a few other girls in there, Cheyenne Gaston, who's going to be really tough. They've got to really work hard together tonight as a team. This is a team that's been learning a new system this year after having Randy Gamberlungi go away to Central Dauphin. And so learning a new system has taken some time. But if you look at their scores during the course of the season, they've been in a lot of games. They've been close. They've won a couple of tough games. I think this team might be geared here at home tonight. You're finishing the season. You'd like nothing more than to have a big win over Bishop McDevitt team tonight.
Well, you heard it there from Gary Sutton. We got a great matchup again. Keystone matchup, doubleheader tonight. Right after this one, we got the Bishop McDevitt boys and Mike Gaffey's team coming in and playing Paul Blackburn's Hershey Trojans. So stay tuned. Tip-off right around the corner. More after these messages.
Hey, guys. Just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her 2 boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
At Giant, it's never been easier for you to shop smart. Discover low prices on the items you buy most. Save on thousands of items every week with new Red Bonus Buy savings. And with gas rewards, you save big at the pump. You'll love how your savings stack up. Only at Giant. Earn gas extra reward savings every time you shop. And pump up your rewards even more with weekly bonus offers in-ad and in-store. Gas extra rewards go farther at Giant.
Look, Ryan. Shh. Look over there. I see it. I see it. Is that what I think it is? That's a beauty. Wait, look. There's an even bigger one. Oh, wow. Shh. Oh, man. Don't worry, buddy. I know where there's a whole herd of them.
Stop by Hoffman Ford. You'll be sure to save a lot of bucks.
Today, we have some breaking news on the West Shore. Some spraining, twisting, popping news. It appears that Mechanicsburg is getting a state-of-the-art OSS orthopedic urgent care. This is what we know so far. OSS urgent care is much faster than the emergency room. All patients will be seen by orthopedic experts. Costs are typically less, and OSS is open 7 days a week. Remember, if you have a sprain, pop, or break to report, go right to the experts. OSS Orthopedic Urgent Care. 2 great locations, York and now Mechanicsburg. Now that's some good news.
Off time. Bishop McDevitt, Crusaders, Hershey Trojans, Gary Sutton alongside me, myself, Todd McCall. We are really set here for this Keystone matchup tonight. And let's take a look into our starting lineup. And, Gary, you mentioned really when you look at Fasick right away, she is right off the bat, 18.8 a game. And tonight I really feel like with those two with Ruth and Fasick, this gives you, if you're Hershey, you got your hands full a little bit with the 2 of these. Not to mention that McDevitt, we said earlier, plays a lot of players. We'll see how Hershey, what matchup Coach Moore has. Now, remember, he's got 2 more games coming up this week. McDevitt has another one. So it's a busy week right here before playoffs.
Looking forward to the tip-off here. Should be a good one. For Hershey, they're trying to be the spoiler of the season right here. We'll see what happens as they're getting ready to toss it up and get underway.
Well, McDevitt will control the tip right from the get-go. Morrow will look inside. She's played a lot of different roles, Treasure George Morrow has, for McDevitt. And Hershey, all right away, Gary Sutton in that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, 2-3 zone, really trying to guard that inside. You'll see Michaela Ruth kind of rotating through there. They give you a lot of motion right now. Little 1-4 high look and then a throwaway.
It'll be a turnover. And Groves will bring it down the floor.
Straight man-to-man from Bishop McDevitt, as you expect from a Joe Bressi team.
Zugo has the point guard duties tonight for Hershey Trojans, and that's one of the things we've seen a little bit where there's really not a sure point go-to person for Hershey, and that can kill teams sometimes.
You really got to make sure you handle the ball well here. You know, you want to make your defense more or less your offense tonight. That kind of pass is a tough one there as they throw it inside.
Cotton will go up and miss. McDevitt will control it.
Meredith Weiss with a nice rebound there. There's that 3-ball we talked about from Olivia Fasik, her first 3 of the night. She's had 10 threes in the last 7 games.
Kind of nice move with a left hand. Gary, talk about that move. That's a very fun move by Cotton.
An up and under move there by Cotton as she faced up the basket, swung it underneath and went to her left hand and scooped it up. Another 3 look.
Outside again one more time for McDevitt. Fasik will miss outside and the ball will stay here. McDevitt will have it underneath. They can be very dangerous, Gary, underneath their basket. They've got a lot of good sets, but it looks like Hershey will stay 2-3 here to protect the basket.
Right there, and actually they had Michaela Ruth inside as she posted up on a reverse pivot. They didn't see her.
You know Joe Bressi, no stranger to this game. George Morrow will go up and miss and be fouled. Let's see who they signal with this foul call.
Joe Bressi, of course, who had a great stint at Bishop McDevitt before going to state championship. He was at Bloomsburg University, has now come back here to Bishop McDevitt and building them back into a winner again.
George Morrow, Treasure will go to the line for 2. Tonight our officiating crew, Sue Scheck, Maggie Beffert, and Bruce Beffert. And Maggie and Bruce are tonight, it's father-daughter team here refereeing tonight. How cool is that?
There you go. George Morrow, only a 57% free throw shooter. She'll miss the second when they have a jump ball, and the ball will stay with Hershey.
And you see that right away. You get a lot of jumps in the girls' game, but I think the girls' game and the evolution of the girls' game, Gary, has really began to just improve over the last few years. You've seen it firsthand coaching AAU.
Here's a 1-2-2 press coming back. Again, you have to beware not to throw those quick throwaways. And again, the steal by Bishop McDevitt.
Luke's going to take it hard on the baseline. Looking outside. Fasik outside. She'll miss. Look at the hustle to try to get the ball as Wiest. And Hershey will have it. They'll have to go the length of the court.
What's interesting so far here in the early going, Todd, is the fact that Bishop McDevitt, their first 4 shots, 3 of them have been threes.
1-2-1-1, as you said, full court.
What this does is make you be patient, throw a lot of air passes up in the air and throw that kind of pass away. And that's exactly what Coach Joe Bressi wants him to do right now, get a little impatient. And Coach Ron Moore says, I've seen enough of that. Let's call timeout and get set.
We'll be back right after these messages.
Look, Ryan. Shh. Look over there. I see it. Is that what I think it is? That's a beauty. Wait, look. There's an even bigger one. Oh, wow. Shh. Oh, man. Don't worry, buddy. I know where there's a whole herd of them.
Stop by Hoffman Ford. You'll be sure to save a lot of bucks.
And Gary, you talked about this right here. We'll get a look at it.
There's your penetration. Putting the defense in, set your three-point shooter on the outside, and Fasik able to set her feet. And great shooters always have to set their feet. You saw right there. And what happens when she gets her feet set? Nothing but net.
Looking outside here for Gasson. Gasson's going to pull up. She'll miss. Nice. Puglisi will actually rebound. Nice box out, too, to get the rebound. Fundamental box out. So if you're looking at home, coaches at home, young players, that was a proper box out.
I think what Coach Joe Bress would like to do is get some inside touches, but here, if this girl can make it, you can make that inside come out. Not so far. Only one made three.
Basic will miss pushing the ball with a nice push is Zuge. Gasson at times looks like she's going to be the point guard. She's going to draw the foul, and then there's times she'll go off to the wing, and that foul is going to go against Ruth. You got to be very careful if you're Bishop McDevitt. That'll be her first foul.
Treasure George Morrow out front, number 21 for Bishop McDevitt. What a great piece of defense she's doing right now, and really flattening out and making them go east-west, not allowing any penetration at all.
Gasson will miss her first.
Gasson on the season, a 72% free throw shooter. Makes the second one.
Go inside to Ruth. Ruth up, no good. George Morrow got a little too far under there, and Hershey will come away with it. Score 4-3 right here. Kind of both teams really trying to find a groove here. A little cold coming out.
A lot of screening on the ball by Hershey so far. Watch this. You'll see them pass, screen on the ball, roll, look for that inside pass, and again stolen away by the quick-handed Michaela Ruth.
And that's her second steal. McDevitt will have to be patient tonight against this Hershey Trojan zone defense. Treasure looking to penetrate. She's going to kick to Ruth. Ruth is going to go up and no good. Weiss looks like she's going up for it. It's going to be a jump ball, maybe over the back. What do you think, Gary?
Nice job by Weiss to go it up. I think it's just a jump ball there. I don't think it's going to be anything on that. Just lost it out of bounds. You see over on the side, Ron Moore wants a little more than that.
Weiss inside. Facey's going to go up. She's going to get the ball knocked out of her hands, and Maggie Miller will control and bring it up.
Good hands by Caroline Cotton. You don't bring the ball down there where you're in amongst the trees. Here's that screen on the ball we talked about. Every single time.
Scoop up, and it's good. Nice move by Maggie Miller for her first two of the night.
Well, and that's what the screen on the ball is going to get you. Good cut off the ball with the basketball, going hard to the basket and getting some good drives. And here's the takeaway. Rachel Groves.
Groves going to go up and miss a layup. A little bit wild going up to the basket. McDevitt coming down with it. Weiss with the ball. She'll scoop up and miss, and pulling down a one-hand rebound is Zuge. She'll control it. Looking to push on the left side.
Zuge not able to get it clean and take it down. We got a little track beat going on here for the moment.
Gary, his pace right now is frantic is the best way to describe it.
I don't think it's a pace either team is terribly comfortable with, and I doubt if either coach is either.
And I'm glad you brought that up. That's generally meaning turnovers when you get at that pace and you're not under control. Hershey, a little more patient now. Coach Moore has done a great job with his team drilling them. I think they're just right around the corner for being a really good team.
You can see their concepts are really, really sound. Here again, they're good job there of pushing out the Melissa Puglisi pushing out the offensive player. Here goes Gaston driving hard to the basket.
She'll miss it. Ruth will pull it away. And right now we have 6 total turnovers. Make it 7 total turnovers. And up and no good is Miller.
The best way to describe this right now, Todd, would be ragged.
Yeah, I must agree. Scoop inside to Ruth. Great pass up. She's going to miss. Zuge will come by with the rebound.
Zuge's off and running, one-on-one to the basket.
She'll get that blocked by Facey. Facey's going to look at the referee on that one, and Sushek said, nope, that's going to be a foul. And that's going to put Zuge to the line for 2. Gary, I tell you what, Facey plays some up defense. She's looked like she's played 3 quarters. You look at the girls right now, you see the sweat coming off the brow, you see the skin really red. They're moving tonight.
Here's Zuge at the line, and Zuge on the season, a 66% free throw shooter, but misses this. Let's take a look again.
Look at the pace.
Zuge pushing it hard, come to the basket. Great job by Facey going up, and tough call.
Tough call. Zuge will hit that second one. One-hand pass, no good. That's 8 total turnovers, Gary, in the 6 minutes for both teams that we played.
Yeah, both teams turning over way too much right now, and there it is again. What's happening right now is both teams are trying to just, and it sounds so simple, work faster than what they can. They're trying to make things happen too fast, and they haven't really settled into any kind of rhythm yet in this basketball game.
I would agree. 1:55 to play here, 6-4. Keystone matchup tonight. It's a doubleheader. We got the boys, Bishop McDevitt Crusaders, Hershey Trojans coming right up after this one.
Now they extend the 2-3 zone out to more of a trap look.
Noel Cameron in the game. She's a great spark off the bench for McDevitt. She'll miss her first shot. And Zuge will come away with it. Zuge with 4 rebounds already.
She's a rebounding machine so far, Zuge. Zuge has been one of the hottest scorers here lately, as we mentioned earlier.
Hershey wants to take a look at it. Maggie Miller at the top of the key. And Bishop McDevitt playing the classic man-to-man.
Again, you're not getting that nice penetration that time, but a good pick and roll. Not able to hook up, though.
Caroline Cotton will miss that one. Nice push out of Fasik. She'll miss it. It'll be underneath. And it'll be Bishop McDevitt ball.
I will tell you one thing. I think the officials are letting them play here. I mean, this has been a very physical game so far. A lot of nicky-nack kind of touching, but officials are letting them play through it.
Entering the game is Chisholm.
Chisholm lets it go from the corner. Not going to go back.
Jasmine Chisholm, the junior, quick to the line, quick to the hole, and she'll miss. And McDevitt will have the ball underneath.
You know, you see Cameron come into the game for Michaela Ruth, and Cameron could be the bookend for Michaela Ruth. They look like they could be sisters, don't they?
Yes, and when you say that, Gary, she has been the spark off the bench. Look at that. She's missed her second shot. Usually those bunnies she comes away with, and that was the difference in the first matchups is the girl Ruth and Cameron inside. Delaney Price has also entered the game for Hershey.
That pick and roll, constantly running the pass. Oh, watch it go set the screen. You're looking to try to get around the corner with a drive like that and then get that kind of shot, but you got to make it go.
I'll tell you what, I didn't think that shot had a chance when it left her hand. She almost made it. Chisholm with the push. Outside, going to go up and down. That's going to be a walk call on Puglisi, and Hershey will have the ball.
Well, the turnovers have been the story of the game here so far for both teams, trying to push the pace of the game, and it's like neither team is real comfortable in the pace of the game they're trying to push. And my correction on Puglisi, it is not Puglisi, it is Puglisi.
McDevitt with 7 turnovers, Hershey with 3. McDevitt looking at a 2-3 zone, and that'll be another, well, Hershey will come away with this, another turnover. And that's it for the first quarter. Just like that, 6-4, the home team leads. More after these messages.
How about we cut some fat from the system? How about we lose the hot air and secondhand smoke? Let's give everyone a great choice of doctors and remember we're our own primary care providers. Let's build better plans and pick up some better habits along the way. It's time to be the change we want to see in healthcare and the change we want to see in ourselves. Let's do it all for health. Highmark, Blue Shield.
Stay low, drop.
Players and parents have more confidence in Advanced Hoops and Team PA AAU basketball. It's the only program that invests in a full-time staff to ensure that players get quality coaching, skill development, practice time, and quality tournaments. Over 170 players placed in college. Wow!
Advanced Hoops is on another level. Since my son has started, he's improved in shooting, dribbling, and understanding the concepts of the game.
To check out Advanced Hoops and Team PA, go to advancedhoops.com.
Well, after the first quarter, look at this. McDevitt 6 for 7 from 0 for 7, from 2-point range. 1 for 5 overall from the 3-point line. Now Hershey's 2 for 12 from close, really close. Free throw wise right now, 2 for 4 for Hershey. Total turnovers, 12 total turnovers by both teams combined.
Story of the first quarter was turnovers. That was the whole first quarter, giving away opportunities constantly.
Up. And just like that, now she's going to settle down a little bit for you, Noel Cameron. Great pass, though. If you look at that, Treasure George Morrow will do a lot of those little things. And look at McDevitt getting back after it. Maybe a little spark out of the timeout. But Hershey will get it right back.
Well, what they got out of that was a good penetration that got the ball inside to Cameron.
Zuge came back down with it. Don't know how she did it. Not a walk call. And scoops it back up. And Delaney Price will get the bucket.
A good job by Zuge, who's been hustling everywhere. Here they extend the 2-3 zone now out in more of a trap. And that's exactly the shot that they want. A rushed three from the outside from Wiest.
That's going to be a steal. Cameron's going to scoop it up. And Cameron's going a little 4-0 run herself. Noelle Cameron's come to be expected as the spark off the bench for Bishop McDevitt.
You got 3-on-1 right here. Easy layup.
Zuge up and good. Zuge with 3 on the night.
Both teams doing a little more trapping here. Here's that 2-3 trap, kind of a soft trap. Cameron got the impression of what Joe Bresci said during the break was, let's get the ball inside to the big gal, and that's exactly what they're trying to do.
Coach Sutton, I believe you're right, and that's probably a good way to do it. Look at Zuge coming back down, and Cameron will block it, and she'll go to line and shoot 2.
What you're getting right now is the attack against, you see Joe Bresci's upset because he's leaving the middle wide open on that trap, so you constantly have that easy pass down there, and then the baseline's open either side or the drive.
How about this little history? Tim Gallagher, our stats man, has just told us a little bit about Hershey. And their first school opened in 1817, a one-room schoolhouse. Boy, has it graduated to a point of being a beautiful school, beautiful facilities down there. 1817.
I remember the old school downtown years ago. It's a beautiful old place, too. And then they moved out here. Here's that 23 zone again, 2-3 zone. The middle will be wide open on this again. They're going to try to look for Cameron. What happens is with Cameron scoring inside now, what you got to watch out for are some of the other players that might open you up here a little bit. Go high-low with Wiest. There you go.
And Gary, the best way to do it, as you've always we talked about, attack that gap, that zone, that open spot in the 2-3, and you might get these types of shots, but they're going to have to hit them. Plays in the hands of Hershey. I thought that went to the top, maybe out of bounds, and there's going to be a foul call.
Should be on Cameron, I think.
Cameron's going to get around the arm. Looks like Hershey will have the ball.
What's really interesting here subtly right now is Ron Moore is extending that trap, but then they're getting back and they're swarming really well and keeping the middle away from being exploited, and then they're forcing the threes. And so far, not very good for the three-point line is Bishop McDevitt, so as long as you keep on missing, that zone's going to keep on packing in.
Well, you're right. It's going to play in the hands of Hershey here. Hershey struggling a little bit with that trap. Wiest will go up. She'll make it.
There's nobody in the middle. You have to have somebody in the middle against this to attack it. And there's the problem. The middle's not available. You have to have 3 near outlets.
Chisholm up and will be fouled. She'll shoot 2. And right now, like you said, I think Hershey's struggling a little bit against that pressure. But McDevitt's got to watch himself and get in foul trouble pretty easy now.
Well, you really have to rotate somebody to the middle right now. You have to have 3 near outlets, 1 side, 1 middle. McDevitt so far, we talked about three-pointers, 1 out of 7 for the three-point line. And so what McDevitt's now done is, okay, let's get back there and let's really start to create new turnovers with that trap, and that's exactly what they're getting done.
Chisholm will make her first. Chisholm's a nice change of pace kind of point guard coming in very quick. Got to the basket there a couple times. Now draws the foul. This can be, she's like a difference maker when she comes off the bench.
Well, now you take Wiest out, who's a little bit more willowy, and you bring in a very strong Michaela Ruth. You've got some real bookends in there with Ruth and also Cameron. It's going to be interesting to see how they attack. Right there, she gets her hands in right away. It's Cameron.
Almost the same type of players as Cameron and Ruth.
Make that 1 out of 8 for the three-point line. Right there. There's Ruth or Cameron right away inside, making that physical presence known.
That's 6 points for Cameron. She'll go to the line and shoot 1 here to see if she can convert the three-point play, the old-fashioned workhorse play. I really, with the 2 on the floor, I tell you what, it is a difference for Bishop McDevitt.
Well, and again, they're getting all kinds of rebounds right here. Offensive rebounds off the dead ball situations.
George Morrow will come away with that rebound. For a freshman, she really does a nice job in terms of really being a floor general out there, number 21.
See how tight that zone is packed in right now? I mean, there is nowhere to go at the moment. But I'll tell you what, Michaela Ruth has been open the last couple of times at the high post if they want to find her.
McDevitt, 4 offensive rebounds, all resulting into points. That's a difference here now.
In the half-court game, Hershey has it the way they want it right now with that zone because the threes are not going down. On the other side, what they're not doing well, they're not boxing out. There's too many offensive rebounds. And this situation right here, watch. Again, there's no one really in the middle. Cotton is way, way down the floor, and so they're trying to attack this. This time, no trap.
This looks like a carbon copy of the first matchup that we had here on High School Sports Live. Zuge will stop pop. Nobody picks her up, and that's dangerous when you don't pick her up. And she has 6 points. That's her first 3 of the game.
She's had a hot hand lately. She had 16 in the win over Susquehanna Township. She has 14 threes in the last 5 games.
The ball was picked away by Gaston. She went up, got it blocked. Zuge came back with it. Zuge is going to throw it away, and Chisholm controls with the push. Here comes George Morrill down the floor, and that's going to be a charge call. That's a good call.
Boy, a great job of standing in there by Caroline Cotton. Just planted and said, here it is.
Take another look at it.
Take a look at it. Look at Cotton. She's set right here. Now she's set. She might have moved just a little bit on the way up, but it was a close call. But it looked, I'll tell you what, it's one of those that looked good as far as the defensive person is concerned.
And, you know, sometimes you got to have it. You got to win an Oscar to pull that charge call off, and she did there. Treasure's going to come away with the pull-up, no good. And Carolyn Cotton coming down with the rebound, going hard.
Tell you what, the shooting percentages are suffering big time here tonight.
And the game's flying by too, Gary. 3 minutes to play here, 3:30 to play here in the second quarter, right before half.
And I'll tell you what, for as many drives as there have been right now, really not a lot of fouls called. As I said, this is a very physical game tonight. And it's not critical. I'm just saying every game has a different character, and this one has the character of being very, very physical and playing through a lot of little tippy-tap, knack-type fouls.
And then you look over on the bench and you get that look from Coach Bresky with those hands. Bresky with his hands doubled over and crossed over like that. It makes you want to play hard.
Gaston tried to break out of the back there, was actually kind of being held in there.
Oh, it's going to be blocked by Chisholm. Hershey will come away with it. Drive and miss by Miller. Ball scrambled around the ground. Chisholm, nice crossover. She's pushing up the floor. She'll find Facey.
Basic brought the ball down and quick hands from Gaston.
Gaston's impressing me with the quickness.
Gaston gets fouled from behind, but she's very, very quick. You bring the ball down in front of her, and she takes the ball away immediately. Very quick hands.
Crowd's getting behind her a little bit here tonight, too, isn't it, Gary?
Well, the home team, you know, this is the end of a tough season, a learning season, a season where you saw a lot of tough games. Coach Ron Moore working his brains out over there right now in his first year. And so you'd like nothing more than to stick a big diamond on your crown tonight and knock off a team that's in second place and a team that may be thinking a little bit more about what's going on with Mechanicsburg and Lower Dauphin than maybe this game. I don't know.
Gaston going to line. She'll make the first one.
Coach Joe Bressi, a veteran, would not do that. But, you know, kids have a tendency to get to the end of the season and you start kind of saying, well, what might be, what might have been. You get caught up, and you got to stay focused on one game at a time.
Gaston makes the second one. Fans coming right up here at halftime. Stay tuned for our High Mark halftime report and our Capital Region Insurance Agency halftime stats. This is all coming up at halftime, so stay tuned. Hershey 6 for 8 from the foul line tonight, so that's got to make Coach Ron Moore feel pretty good.
Bishop McDevitt's running 2 high posts against us, and then they drop low in behind the zone with Ruth. So they have 1 high, 1 low in behind the zone and posting up.
So they're trying to work the overloads on each side. Keep it not too technical, but they've got to keep that ball moving right there. Chisholm scoops up and good.
It's one of those little running kind of one-handers, and Chisholm has 3 points in the game. But here again, you have the trap coming back.
Kind of a little bit of a fadeaway by Price. And up and good by Miller.
How about Maggie Miller driving hard to the basket? She's got 4. They stopped extending the zone anymore. They're really packing it back in again.
I think there's a few times where they missed Ruth. Look what I found. Facey finds one, slides over and nails it.
First time since the opening shot that she's made one of those, and so if you make those, that'll bring that zone out to play a little bit more against her.
That's 6 points for her tonight. And Maggie Miller's going to draw the foul. They're in the bonus. Hershey's in the bonus. She'll go to the line shooting a 1-on-1.
If you're Hershey right now, what you want to continue to do is to attack individually. Great man-to-man defense here by Bishop McDevitt, but you want to attack hard. And there you saw Maggie Miller attacking down the floor and forcing the foul to be committed.
Miller has 4 points on the night. But no good on the bonus, and there's going to be a foul call. And that looks like that'll go against Delaney Price.
Delaney Price tried to tie up the rebound and unfortunately tied up the arms.
1:24 to play here before half. Highmark halftime report coming right up, and our Capital Region Insurance Agency halftime stats. So please stay tuned. Double hitter here tonight.
They're doing is they're running Fasek through to the corner and then trying to post up Ruth down in low.
Hershey's getting great movement in their 2-3 zone tonight. They're making it really tough. It's going to be a push call on the backside, and that's going to go against Carolyn Cotton. She's a little bit upset about that call, and McDevitt will have the ball underneath.
And watch what they do. If they do what they've been doing, they go over and they post up, and then they just kind of reverse pivot to Ruth. She'll reverse pivot right here and sit. There it is.
And that's dangerous right there. She's going to miss. She's really struggling tonight. These are first matchup. They really couldn't find a way, an answer to stop her. Tonight, she just can't seem to find. Well, more importantly, she needs to find a backboard.
She's one of those players, though, and having coached her a couple of years in Team PA, as the ball's thrown away by Bishop McDevitt, she's one of those players that she can go in streaks in a hurry. Once she gets the first 1 or 2 to fall, she's a player that will just go in an absolute red-hot streak.
No doubt about it. Hustle plays. 13 turnovers for McDevitt so far, and that's a difference right now. I'm sure Coach Bressy was talking about that at halftime.
Right now, if you're Coach Moore, you're real happy about where you're sitting. You'd like to extend that here at the moment with Gaston going hard to the line.
Gaston, that's another great shot, great play by her. She has 5.
She and Zuge have really been the difference here tonight so far. They are making Hershey go. That's the shot you want taken right now if you're Hershey. You're willing to give that up and take the chance as long as Fasek's not taking it.
Should be last shot of the half here. Hershey will have the ball with Zuge at top of the key. Down to 4. Zuge will miss. Fasek will get it and try to throw one desperation up. That's it. That's going to be halftime coming right up. Our Highmark halftime report and our Capital Region Insurance Agency halftime stats will be right back after these messages.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Well, welcome back, 21-18. I don't know if you called it a surprise, Gary, but, you know, the two teams really toughly matched up last game, and it looks like Hershey benefited from the 13 turnovers that McDevitt made.
Absolutely. I was surprised. McDevitt made a lot of turnovers against that zone, and one of the problems for McDevitt so far has been the inability to really establish any kind of inside game against that zone. They haven't been able to get Wiest or Ruth in there too well right now. Cameron had some little damage there in the second quarter. She had 6 points. But outside of that, they haven't done a great job. They did get a nice couple of runs there with that 1-2-2 trap, and yet that's really been the mark of the game so far for Bishop McDevitt. They've turned it over way too often, trying to hit things way too quickly. The zone's been effective so far. I think so far only 2 out of 9 for McDevitt from the three-point line. So the zone will stay as effective as they are not shooting the three right now. On the other side, Hershey is doing a pretty good job of getting down the court there and attacking with Gaston and Zuge. I think they've really been outstanding so far. They're running that little pick on the ball kind of offense, and they're getting some good drives. They're getting to the line so far. They're not making the most of their opportunities, so this lead might be a little bit bigger at this particular point.
Now, if you're going inside the huddle, let's go inside Bishop McDevitt in the huddle. They really had some success early on with that trap, that 1-2-1-1 trap, full court-wise. Seemed like Hershey settled down, kind of found a way to break it, and then McDevitt got in foul trouble, and they had to back that off. And when they're backing off to a half-court game, it doesn't benefit Hershey Trojans right now.
Well, no, it doesn't. And I think for Hershey, one of the things that they did, they went to that 2-3 zone, and they brought out that little bit of a trap to half court, and then they got back in very quickly and recovered well. I thought it forced some of those turnovers we were talking about, and more importantly, the quick threes. Not just taking a three, but the quick threes. On the other side, I think for Bishop McDevitt, you've been playing good, hard man-to-man defense, but you're giving up some drives to the basket. And I think the other part, too, is when you beat their initial press down the court, they're wide open in the middle on the other end. So you beat it with that first pass, and now you're finding Zuge down there going for layups or Gaston going for layups. And that's not what you want if you're Coach Joe Bressy. So you're going to really cover that up here in the second half. I would not be surprised to see them come up with more of a man-to-man kind of press here and maybe close down some of that gap with that long pass down court, because I think it's really been hurting him so far. And he was talking his way through the first time I saw him talking to his players there, like, we can't let the middle open on that pass, and it killed him. You saw Zuge going in for a lot of drives, and if she didn't get the layup, she was going to the free throw line.
Well, Gary, you said it very well. Right now, Hershey coming away with 21-18, looking to lead at halftime, looking to play spoiler. We'll be coming right up with our Capital Region Insurance Agency halftime stats report just after these messages. Stay tuned.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
Right now at Pizza Hut, you can get any 2 medium pizzas for $6.99 each. Choose any crust, any sauce, any toppings. So go for it, America. Get any toppings, any crust flavor, anything you want on any 2 medium pizzas for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Karen has 459 friends, but none of them made sure she got home okay. None of them suggested she skip the next drink, try a glass of water, or maybe just call it a night. Karen has 459 friends, but tonight, what she really needed was one good one.
Stay low, drop.
Players and parents have more confidence in advanced hoops and Team PA AAU basketball. It's the only program that invests in a full-time staff to ensure that players get quality coaching, skill development, practice time, and quality tournaments. Over 170 players placed in college. Wow!
Advanced Hoops is on another level. Since my son has started, he's improved in shooting, dribbling, and understanding the concepts of the game.
To check out Advanced Hoops and Team PA, go to advancedhoops.com.
Pac Financial, helping local families build, manage, and protect their retirement savings. Do you have a game plan for retirement? Stephen Marazzo is a local advisor who listens and cares about your needs. No account is too large or too small. Let Pac Financial and Steve Marazzo design a winning game plan for your retirement. Call Steve at 717-564-6400 and ask about the free, no-obligation retirement projection.
Hey, guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her 2 boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
Well, welcome back to halftime. Our Capital Region Insurance Agency halftime stats. Gary, look inside here. Turnovers, you talked about it. Rebound-wise, benefiting Bishop McDevitt. Turnovers 13-10, so 23 total turnovers. Kind of late to have that many turnovers going on in February, early in the first half. Sometimes you might see that. Foul line-wise, McDevitt struggling there, and that could be a difference. But more importantly, 5 for 7 for McDevitt, 4 for 13. The game's very similar right now.
Yeah, you look at the field goals, not a good percentage. We said the field goal percentage will suffer greatly tonight. Free throws, you can see on the side with Hershey, 6 out of 9. They're getting to the free throw line. That's because of the man-to-man defense. They're attacking with that pick-and-roll kind of offense they're running. Turnovers so far,
Hershey calmed down a little bit in the second quarter. Bishop McDevitt picked up on the number of turnovers they had. 3-point line. Look at that 2 out of 10 for Bishop McDevitt. The more they go into the threes out there, and that goes a little bit lower in terms of percentage, the tougher that zone's going to be for Hershey if they continue to play it in the second half. And I'm a little surprised. Hershey also down a little bit right now in rebounds by 3, but that's really the offensive rebounding ability of McDevitt. The problem is they're not getting a lot of stickbacks on those offensive rebounds so far, and so we'll see what happens. When you play a 2-3 zone, sometimes there's a tendency, if you're Hershey, not to get that box-out responsibility that you really want as a coach.
Well, you're watching the Highmark 3-star halftime report. Let's talk 1 second, too, just a minute or two here in our halftime report about some of the area District 3 matchup possibilities, where teams are. What do you see coming into District 3 playoffs? Because every single game begins for the bubble teams. Like tonight, we have a bubble team and a Hershey Trojan boys team that needs to win 2 to get in. How about let's talk to the girls' side?
You know, when you start talking about the girls' side, I mean, you're looking out there at Lower Dauphin right now who's making some noise. You got a team down in the part of Southern New York County, Susquehannock, that's 19-2 this year, who's really, really playing very, very well. You've got a lot of good basketball teams right out there in the area at the moment. I mean, a team to look at right now is Red Lion down in the New York County area, who just moved into the top 10 in the Penn Live rankings today in the state. And they're a team that's 19-1 on the season. I think their only loss came over at Cocalico somewhere in the middle of the season. So they're playing very well. They're the York County Division 4 champ or Division 1 champions so far. So, you know, I'm just looking around right now and looking at some of the teams out there. We have a great number of teams here in the Harrisburg, Mid-Penn, York area, Lancaster area. Lancaster Catholic is 19-1 this season. They've been quietly going along again. Charlie Detz over there, good Columbia boy, is doing a great job. He used to play for Glenn Robinson over at the F&M, and he's doing an outstanding job with Lancaster Catholic. And then you look around the league right here. I look at this Bishop McDevitt team. This is a team that could make some noise. The problem is they're going to have to cut down on the turnovers here and be a little bit more consistent on getting that inside game moving, because they're a team, I think, that I wouldn't want to have to play in the first round of any district playoffs at all.
Well, we're going to go live back to the court. 38 seconds here before our tip-off or our third quarter action starting in 21-18. We'll see how this plays out. Gary, I think McDevitt with the ball right now, I imagine that locker room talk was feed, maybe Ruth inside. Let's see if they can get her going again. This is a little bit of rarity for her to have not really put a ball in the hole too early on.
Well, Hershey hasn't changed. They're going to stay in the 2-3 zone because they saw the same numbers we did at halftime. 2 out of 10 is not hurting them. They'll pay a price with 2 threes, but not much more. So now I think what you're going to see is you got the 2 high posts here again. And for Weiss, one of the things we didn't talk about, Weiss, when she gets the ball at the high post, she's got to start looking inside for that low post pass. That'll hold the defense in and then look to kick opposite.
Looking to go high, low maybe. And anytime you're attacking that zone, you got to look overloads, get more girls on one side, then the defense side is there.
They're looking for the high-low, and that's exactly what they're doing. That's the patience you're going to see right here. That'll give them pace on their half-court offense.
Basically on a baseline, she'll miss. Be knocked away. She scooped up. She led all scores with 8. And Miller will come away with it.
Well, tough drive there, and not able to get the shot she wanted. I really think you just have to get your bigs some touches in there. Still man-to-man for Bishop McDevitt.
Zuge a scoop up and miss. Oh, excuse me, that's Carolyn Cotton. She'll be fouled.
Caroline Cotton, one of those girls that has that uncanny ability to scoop it up and make it go. And you saw it right there. Just went hard to the basket. And again, we talked about attacking the basket. The difference so far in this game has been the attack of the basket by Hershey and relying on the threes on the other side for Bishop McDevitt when you're not getting points out of your press.
Zuge struggling getting it in. Miller control out at the top. McDevitt staying man-to-man.
A little bit more screening away from the ball, then the screen on the ball. Watch. Here comes the screen on the ball, then attack. Good job of shutting it down by Weiss that time defensively. Here's the screen on the ball, then she gave up the screen and went to the basket on the other side. Nice look in from Maggie Miller.
That's 6 points for Maggie Miller. Shot it up and went good for the left-hander.
She caught the defender playing the screen too heavy that time and then went the other way and had the easy shot. See, again, you're not getting a good quality shot out of your offense here.
Gleese up and no good. Hershey will control.
Just not making the shot so far, and that's going to cost you big. There's a screen again by Cotton.
Groves being very patient. He's very patient waiting for that screen out top. Miller's going to go up. No good. Miller somehow comes away with it.
Got a wide open person. See again, a lot of hands, a lot of whacking here in this game. Really physical.
Ruth goes down to the ground and gets it. Basic up, no good. She thought she was fouled.
Tell you what, you could say that on both sides of your coaches in the last two possessions. Here were a lot of hand checks, a lot of arms being hit.
Basic will have the ball underneath. McDevitt possession. Ruth took a look at it. Looked like she might thought about it for a split second.
Hershey is totally taking away the inside game of Bishop McDevitt right now. Now they get a steal.
Maybe an extra step there. I thought that walk call might come early. Maggie Miller will turn it over. McDevitt will have the ball.
She had Rachel Groves wide open to the other side for an easy bounce pass and just didn't see her. Always say 1-on-2, you pass it, 1-on-1, you score. Here's that trap again coming out of the 2-3 at half court. First pass, he'll trap.
Ball be knocked underneath. McDevitt will have it. Watch this jump back shoulder screen for Ruth. And coming into the game is Alexa Thompson. Make that, Lauren Gaston. Correction on that. Basket up and good.
Fasik with a put back on that one.
Fasik now has 10. McDevitt's going to go back full court to a 1-2-1-1.
Watch again. You really.
Oh, man-to-man, excuse me.
There's your middle person up there if you wanted to use her.
Ruth will knock it out of bounds, and Hershey will have the ball to side out of bounds.
McDevitt picking up their defense and a trap now.
Gaston comes in the game, really not getting a chance to even warm up. And see, Audie, that is, excuse me. And Audie will score.
What they did there, she got that out of the rhythm of the offense rather than trying to rush it because they're getting trapped that time.
Ruth finds a bucket.
Now watch out for Ruth because she really is kind of exerting herself right now. There's that middle pass we talked about. Now you can attack.
Audie, who checked into the game for Hershey, I'm surprised she hadn't got in a little bit earlier tonight. And she comes in, scoops up. Well, actually, that is Zugay who went up with it.
Zugay having an outstanding game. And I'll tell you what Hershey's doing this half they didn't do in the first half. They're settling themselves into their half court. They're not trying to attack and get bad shots or quick shots. They're settling themselves in.
Outside and good for Fasik.
Olivia Fasik with her third three of the game now. And here, again, that turnover, you don't want to get into one of those flurries.
12 points for Fasik, and there'll be a foul call. Game's a very physical game tonight. You talked about it earlier. Girls on the floor, I tell you what, shoulder to shoulder.
Girls on the floor, a lot of body on body. I would say mano a mano. I guess girlo a girlo is what we'd say here tonight. It's Joe Bressy looking at things. He's intense, isn't he?
Oh, he always has been. I think that's the big difference, and he's really, really found a nice place here again in Bishop McDevitt. Settled the troops a little bit.
Well, you saw Delaney Price there handling the basketball. 1-2-2 half-court trap right now by Bishop McDevitt. And the middle was open, so you really got to look up. You can't get caught into dribbling over into the trap on the side.
Gay throws the ball, and she has 9 points. Zugay up and good with it. Make it 11.
They really spread it out into a 2-3 kind of look that time. Brought Zugay way out and just let her go one-on-one as they flattened everybody else to the baseline.
Chisholm back into the mix for Bishop McDevitt. Weiss looks for Ruth. Ruth's going to lose it, and Hershey's going to come away with it. 29-25 with a 4-point lead here. Big possession here in the third quarter.
If you're Hershey right now, you want to make every single possession take some time and count. You've been doing a good job of staying within your rhythm of your offense this quarter. There's that trap we talked about.
And it's going to be a white ball. Look at this. Last time McDevitt led 13-12 early on in the second quarter.
Todd, one of the things you got to watch if you're Hershey right now is you're doing way too much dribbling out there and turning your back to the defense. And when they do, they're coming with the automatic trap. But watch, see all the dribbling that's going on here. You might want to start to get back to some more passing, screen on the ball, then drive to the basket with your dribble. Make use of that dribble as a vehicle. I see they're going back to the pass now. Keeps that defense honest.
It looks like it's going to go, it's going to go off Hershey, off of Grove's foot, and McDevitt will have the ball.
Kind of a hesitant pass to Grove that time. It was like, I think I want to throw it, but it was like a slow motion coming out of the hand.
Big possession for McDevitt. And Hershey's kind of extending that 2-3.
They are again. You've got Weiss in the middle. She needs to look inside.
There's going to be a foul call, block call. Is that going to go Fasig? Fasig's kind of like, I'm not so sure about that call. Hershey 3 turnovers this half in the third quarter.
Hershey's done a much better job of getting into some kind of rhythm here this quarter. They've done a much better job than has Bishop McDevitt in that regard. And thus have extended their lead by 3 points this quarter.
Chisholm with the ball. She'll have it knocked away. Ruth going down the ground with it in Zuge, and it's going to be a jump ball. And Hershey will have the ball back.
Should have said they extended their lead by 1 point this quarter, actually, but they seem like they are much more in charge in terms of the half-court game than McDevitt is. Here's McDevitt with that trap again. Take a look. You need that middle person. There it is.
You already have 3 jump balls this quarter. Cheyenne Gaston out front looking to do something with it. Takes it to the hole, goes hard, and it's going to be a block call on Ruth. Ruth thought she was settled. Gary, you kind of agree with the call.
Yeah, I agree with the call. I thought both players were in there tight. I think you had your choice on who you wanted to call. Now take a look at this. They come together right here at the end. Watch. Not really set there. See? Now Ruth was set. I think the foul was actually should have been called on Weiss there with the body.
I thought it was a charge call all the way on Gaston on Ruth. Gaston will miss her first one.
Ruth did a great job of coming over there and getting that position.
Kenton Ashton, the McDevitt coach, holding a little one there, that last shot.
Well, I'll tell you, 2 opportunities missed there for Hershey.
Chisholm will bring the ball up. Looking to go someone. Entered the game, Lindsay Stakem for Bishop McDevitt.
Great recovery over there by Cassie Zuge, getting over to get the block.
McDevitt will have the ball underneath. Ruth misses.
Weiss just kind of tosses it up again.
She really did.
Here Hershey value the possession right now with 1:30 to go in the third quarter.
Spoken like a coach, Gary Sutton.
I believe in value the possession all the time.
I would say that all the time. Honor the possession, we say. And it really is not something to kid about. It's 1:21 to play here, Gary. Let's just set the tone here. 29-25. Everything plays in favor of Hershey in these possessions. Every single possession. They're coming away short because there is really no rhythm in this game established at all.
You need that middle person here. You're going to get in trouble right here with that trap. Baseline. Oh, they had it. And again, you try to rush the pass too much. You got to take your time and dissect that zone.
The ball bounced off of Gaston's leg. It'll be a turnover. McDevitt will have the ball back. Down 4, 1:12 to play here, third quarter. Now look at this extension of the 2-3. Even setting somebody up high, you see both girls on the elbows. The bigs are on the elbows for McDevitt. We'll see what happens here in this possession.
Well, what they did is just brought Cameron in on the other side with Ruth, and they got exactly what they wanted. She came across the weak side, high elbow, got in low on the baseline. Good post up by Cameron.
Cameron has 8. You kind of wonder, if Coach Preston might go with the 2 bigs in the rest of this third quarter into the fourth quarter. See how that may happen. And Miller go up, and it's going to be a walk call. I think Michaela Ruth thought she was going to be called for the foul. She kind of questioned it. No, it was a walk call. McDevitt will have the ball back.
Gross took a step to the right, to the left, and to the right again, and unfortunately 3 is not a good number in basketball unless you're shooting it.
5 turnovers for Hershey this quarter.
There's a trap again. Look at Zuge.
Zuge, they said, stepped on the line. Zuge is a great hustler. I tell you what, she's just a quality basketball player. Really gets after it, Gary Sutton.
She's had an outstanding game so far. I mean, she has really dug in here, and she's been one of the leaders on the floor here, along with Gaston when she's been in there, and also Caroline Cotton.
Chisholm splits the double team. Looks inside to Ruth.
Look at that trap. They are really aggressive with that.
Cameron, I don't know. They call her for a walk, or will be a foul call. It's going to be a foul call. And will that go against Miller? Let's see who that foul call's on. It's going to go against Carolyn Cotton. That's Cotton's third.
Caroline Cotton picking up the foul there. So you trap. You had the middle rotation that time. Cameron coming across there and rolling down through.
Cameron will miss the first one. She has 8 points tonight. I would say 8 solid points off the bench for Bishop McDevitt.
Cameron, as we mentioned, a 62% free throw shooter on the year.
20 seconds to play here, 29-27. 9 points for Cameron.
They brought it back to 1. Was that trap situation they were looking for again?
Gaston going to go to the basket. She's going to be fouled out front. Basic struggling a little bit with foul trouble. I believe that's her third. Could be her fourth. Could be her third foul. So going right up here, take a look at some of the Hershey fans. Got a double hitter here tonight in the Keystone Division. Got it over and back on Zuge, and McDevitt will have the ball. Now 1 point game with 5.7 seconds.
Exactly
big
right.
Possession, Gary Sutton.
Up by 2 this quarter so far. You could walk out with a lead if you're Bishop McDevitt, even with the tough rhythm they've had to deal with so far offensively. There it is inside. Cameron has it knocked away again with a second and a half to go.
What do you say to the bigs inside, Gary? A lot of times, don't put that ball on the floor. Yeah, and Gaston gets it taken, or excuse me, gets it taken away. That's going to be it after the third quarter. 29-28. More to come after these messages.
The Brenner family of dealerships gives you better pricing, better customer service, better selection, and a better service department for the life of your vehicle. We'll show you how at Brenner Chrysler Jeep, Brenner Nissan, and Brenner Pre-Owned. The Brenner family of dealerships on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, and on Paxton Street, Harrisburg. 24/7 at BrennerFamily.com. Serving Central PA for over 94 years.
No regrets.
If only she'd parked in a garage. If only they had the chimney cleaned. If only they had Erie Insurance. Erie is seriously good insurance that treats you fairly and goes above and beyond to make you feel like your auto or home mishap never happened. At rates that'll save you as much as the other guys. So get a quote from Erie today. Because whatever your regrets in life, your insurance company shouldn't be one of them.
Erie Insurance.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action, 29-28. Home team leads by 1. McDevitt ball.
The one change is they took Ruth out. They brought Wiest back in, so you have Wiest and Cameron in at the posts. Wiest going on low, and they're looking for him. Nice job of doubling back on that was Rachel Groves.
Wiest will miss. Hershey comes away with it. Chisholm chasing. Miller down. Almost got it.
Really want to restore some order in your half-court offense right now if you're Coach Ron Moore, because your team is getting pushed out of the rhythm they were in so nicely there in the middle of the third quarter.
McDevitt outscored Hershey 10-8 in the third quarter.
Right now, it wouldn't hurt just to get some passing going, get some decent shots like that. It rattles out on Zuge.
Zuge had a great look at it. As Mr. Sutton said, in and out. No good by Wiest. Wiest will be fouled. No good again by Fasik as well. But 2 shots. A chance to take the lead.
Again, you didn't box Wiest out, and she makes you pay with that other offensive rebound, so she's going to go to the line here for 2.
McDevitt was 3 for 12 in that third quarter from the 2-point range. 1 for 2 from 3.
Wiest for the season only 53%, but makes it here. Down the stretch, you could say, take that 53% and throw it out the window. Because I have somebody who can make free throws when I really need them.
That's true. I don't think any coach will worry stats-wise if you make them when they count.
Look at that.
Cameron, coming in strong. That's 10 points for her.
Cameron really has been a big difference in this game. Look at the trap now. It's a hard trap. This is the big one.
Hershey takes a timeout. We'll go to break. We'll be right back after these messages.
The biggest needs for young basketball players are confidence and improved skill level. Advanced Hoops 3D training gets the best results because Gerald Jarman's dribbling and instruction are cutting edge. Archie Smith is passionate and helps young players get quicker and faster. Charlie Fortney is the best shooting instructor around year after year.
Circling low.
Players can compete in competition classes. It's the most affordable and effective training. To register for spring 3D training, go to advancedhoops.com.
Welcome back, fourth quarter, 6:52 to play. And McDevitt has taken the lead 31-29. Last time they led was early in the second quarter, 13-12. Hershey with the ball, trying to break this press, Gary Sutton.
Well, I'm surprised they don't have somebody dead in the middle of the floor right here. Now you've got to get it back to the middle. See, there's right there. You're throwing it backward instead of throwing it to the middle and ahead. Taking advantage of your numbers.
Right.
Again, Coach knows his team far better than I do, but I always think you have to have those three near outlets. It's so important.
Grove at the top of the key with it.
I do like what they're doing here, though. Good motion. There's that screen on the ball, then just roll. You don't have it, pass it again. Here we go. Screen on the ball. Look for the drive. Almost like a little weave right now.
Gaston will go up with it, no good. And Chisholm will come down with it. She'll be fouled.
Well, they got a good shot out of their offense that time with Gaston having a nice shot in rhythm. Just didn't go.
And stay tuned for our giant post-game show coming right up in the game in between our doubleheader here tonight. Bishop McDevitt on the road to take on the Hershey Trojans. Big Keystone matchup. McDevitt leads the Keystone matchup in the boys action.
Here's where you want to go, right there.
Weist up and good.
And what you got was the baseline drive that time, then the dish inside. But you see again here how you got this long pass back, and then you got a long pass the other side, and the middle person is playing space for Bishop McDevitt. You want to occupy her right now and maybe let the weak side person flash in.
One of the biggest factors in the first half, Gary Sutton, if you remember, was McDevitt got in foul trouble in this zone press, and they had to back out of it. Now they can go to it, and it's causing Hershey some trouble.
See how deep Cotton is? She needs to come up and be more in the middle there, a little bit higher. Here's drive baseline.
Gaston looking inside, and man, Grove's got it when she needs it.
But Grove was like on witness protection down there, wide open, an easy pass from Gaston to Grove.
And that's Grove's first points of the game. Facing way outside will be bumped, and she's going to draw the foul. Maybe a little bit of acting, but it's great acting. She's going to go to the line and shoot three. Gary, what do you think?
Oh, you don't foul the three-point shooter. I was going to say that's a huge moment in the game because Facek was out there about 21 feet when she let that thing go. And I think they're going to say, they called it after the shot.
We'll take a look at it here. Ball kick around. Well, okay. Back there. Yep, they're going to call it after the shot.
Yep. Joe Bressy's livid over there. I mean,
she definitely clearly was in the act of shooting. You see her get knocked down there.
Wow.
And he had good reason to be upset by that. Should be 3 foul shots.
They are really swarming with that zone right now.
Yeah, Facek was in quite the Hornets' net.
Take it too quickly.
George Morrow misses outside. Treasure had to look back at her coach there, and I know he wasn't happy with that shot.
Tell you what, Zuge is going to sleep well tonight. She's getting all kinds of heat out there. That is not the shot you want right away.
Miller will miss. Finds Facek. Facek would have knocked away. Talk about Gaston's hands. Is she not quick?
And she just has that ability. And, when you bring the ball down, you now allow the defender to get in the game with you. Keep it up, you're going to get a foul. Look at this. She drops the ball right here. Watch. Bring it down. Gaston has her hands right there.
Devitt up 2, 4:53 to play. Facek going really tough to the rim. And Weist will go up and miss it. But she does all those little things for McDevitt.
Weist has really started to exert herself here late in the third quarter, now here in the fourth quarter. And you can see when she exerts herself that she can really be a major factor in the game. Now she's got to make the free throws. And again, 52% free throw shooter. She's got to try to beat the percentages here.
12 offensive rebounds by Bishop McDevitt. Now that's a game turnarounder. Weist will miss the first one.
If she makes this, you're going to see a heavy Baseline press coming.
Weast up no good. Gaston will come away with it.
Again, that takes away your ability to really set up your press right there, too, by missing those shots.
Gaston inside to Cotton. Cotton good with it.
Bishop McDevitt just slow getting back that time, and Cotton made him pay.
Tie ball game 33-all, and Cotton's layup. That's her 4th point of the night.
They're trying to look inside the camera, not there. Good defense again by that 2-3 zone.
They're going to throw it away. Hershey with the ball tied up here. Zuge will miss, kind of fades away.
Got bumped going through the lane again, no call.
Groves will come away with it. Zuge from top of the key, that'll do it a big one. She misses it. Cotton going after it. Gaston going after it, and it's going to be Hershey ball.
You talk about a person that does a lot of the unmentionables. How about number 21 for Hershey here, Cotton? I mean, she is just everywhere. Her hands are all over the ball all the time, but not going to be big on the stat sheet.
This is our 3rd tie tonight of the game. Hershey hoping to break it. And Weist comes away with it. Weist up no good. And Zuge controls, looking up the floor, will go to Miller.
This looks like the beginning of the game again, where it got a little bit ragged, a little bit wild.
Gaston will go to the top of the key with Groves, and Groves is going to try to get Hershey under control here.
It's a coach's game now inside 4 minutes. Coaches are going to be pulling the triggers a little bit quicker now in terms of timeouts. Ooh.
That's going to be a walk by Gaston.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm not sure that was a walk. I thought her left foot stayed down. Problem was it looked like a walk. Watch it. See if her left foot ever comes off the ground here. Watch this. Watch her left foot. Yep, it did. Good call by the official. There's
outside,
that
and it's in and out by Fasik, and Zuge will come away with it. Groves got it. She's going to try to kind of steady her team a little bit. Boy, that's tough with Chisholm out front. Chisholm, she'll miss it. She'll get a real rebound, and look who comes away with it. Miller strips it back away from her. Back and forth.
There you
Cotton
go.
Up and good.
I was talking about Cotton. She's always lurking somewhere, and a great job by Miller getting the ball to her 2-on-1.
Cotton with 6 points. And Fasik will miss it, but McDevitt will have the ball underneath.
Right here, if you're Joe Bresser, you want your team calming down here at the half court. You need a good inside shot or a good rhythm shot. That's not it.
Chisholm will miss it. Going to bounce off of Cotton's head and go out of bounds for Bishop McDevitt. 35-33. Barely can get a breath here in this game. This is back and forth. Rhythm, it's changed all night long here. Chisholm will miss, or she's going to get to roll. Chisholm will get to roll and tie it up.
And a lucky roller on that one. I was going to say Chisholm has not been able to hit the shot to it. Now look up.
Chisholm has 5.
You got to look ahead if you're Gaston.
Now, Coach Sutton, for people watching at home, if you watch this as they're doing their pick and roll, sometimes you'll see the girls turn the wrong way on the pick and roll. If they turn the correct way on the roll, like Cotton and some of these girls, I think Hershey would have some layups. Let's just see what they do here in this half court.
Now they're going into kind of a motion game. Gaston looking to go one-on-one. Didn't get his shoulders turned that time.
Treasure coming full speed out of it with McDevitt.
There's Fasik to Cameron for the easy bucket on the other end and makes them pay. They go up by 2 to Bishop McDevitt.
Cameron has 13 on the night. Chisholm comes away with it. It's going to be stolen back by Miller. Zuge going to scoop up. Weiss blocks it.
No foul again.
Fasik all by herself almost, and she'll scoop up and go. Now it's a 4-point lead with 1:35. Boy, did the game change quickly.
Just like that. Too much dribbling, not enough passing. There's another example.
Chisholm comes away with it. She's going to miss. Going to be fouled. She'll go to the line. Groves fouls her. It'll be 2 shots. And all of a sudden, the pace just got out of control for Hershey.
What happened with Hershey is they went back to what hurt them in the opening 2 or 3 minutes of the game tonight, and they went back to dribbling the ball too much without a purpose. You need to get down there and got to get relocated, get into that passing game, and get back into your rhythm, and they didn't do that.
And there's a lot to look at right now. If you start to think Huffman Ford player of the game, we're going to take a timeout. We're going to talk about the Huffman Ford player of the game right when we get back. More after this message.
How about we cut some fat from the system? How about we lose the hot air and secondhand smoke. Let's give everyone a great choice of doctors and remember we're our own primary care providers. Let's build better plans and pick up some better habits along the way. It's time to be the change we want to see in healthcare and the change we want to see in ourselves. Let's do it all for health. Highmark, Blue Shield.
Welcome back. Right now, 39-35. If you're tuning in this game's going back and forth in different ways a lot. But, Gary, let's talk about now. You really like the play of Noelle Cameron. I mean, she's come through with 13 points, so it's hard to call this game at 123. But if we were looking at the Huffman Ford player of the game, that might be it.
Well, I think Noelle Cameron. I also think, Fasek's obviously an outstanding young player. And she has hit some big threes for him tonight and had some nice drives, some nice inside dishes. I really like the way that she played here this season. But I also like the way Weiss played here in the second half. Meredith Weiss has really come to play here in the fourth quarter. But I think Noelle Cameron tonight would probably have my vote right now for Bishop McDevitt. On the other side, I think Cassie Tsugay, Caroline Cotton, you can make a case for both of them.
I would agree with you. On the line is Chisholm. She'll make it count. Chisholm with 6 points tonight. But wait a minute, we got a lane violation. That's going to be no bucket. It's going to be a lane violation. Bruce Beffert will come in and call that a no basket. Tonight I told you that Maggie Beffert and Bruce Beffert are daughter, and I don't think it's ever happened in High School Sports Live where we had father-daughter referee combination. It's a really kind of cool night on that.
The hope springs eternal right here for Hershey now. The misses. You don't have to rush. You got plenty of time. You're down 2 possessions.
Tsugay to the basket. Tsugay's going to miss kind of an awkward-looking type shot, and Chisholm will come away with control of it.
Again, that was out of rhythm. You gotta come back to what you were really successful with in the middle quarters.
Foul up front on Miller is going to send Chisholm to the line, shooting 101 with 103 to play.
They put Chisholm back on the line. She's only a 40% shooter for the season for the free throw line, so it's a good choice if you're Hershey. Does she beat the percentages here? That's a big number.
Chisholm's up and good with it.
It doesn't look like a 40% shooter, does it?
No, she does not. She has 7 now. She's making it count here late.
Again, character defines what your free throw shooting percentage will be inside the last 4 minutes when it really counts, or in a situation like this where it really counts.
And Gary, we talked about how big this was for McDevitt tonight, being 1 game back. She'll make both of them. That's 8 for Chisholm. And McDevitt went on an 8-0 run, but how big is this for the Keystone division?
Well, it gives you hope right now if you're Bishop McDevitt, you can hang on to this thing.
Tsugay from outside, no good. And look who comes down with it. Oh, she throws it under her own basket. Cameron's going to, Weiss will come down with it this time. Noelle Cameron did the old, you don't do it, you throw it underneath your own basket. She dodged the bullet there. Look at Facey. Does she play like a freshman? I would say no tonight.
Yeah, she's going to be around. Solid. She'll be a nightmare for a while for this league.
And there's going to be a foul up front. And that's going to be an intentional foul call. We're going to call an intentional foul call on Miller, and I think just Mr. Beffert did not like that one. It looked like it was just too much, and it's going to send Chisholm to the line for 2, and then McDevitt will get the ball back.
When I say nightmare for Fazek, I mean that totally in a positive way for the rest of the league, because she's going to be around for 3 more years after this one. She's already made a dent in the league this year.
Well,
I'll tell you what, you got to like here what
Chisholm now with 9.
Yeah, Chisholm's doing down the stretch here.
Gary, I don't know that there was an intentional foul call there. It looked like just a normal push on the foul. Chisholm's going to miss that one.
Well, it's got to be an attempt for the basketball. That's the key. Rod Moore wants a timeout. He finally gets it.
Well, we'll be back right after these messages coming up. We'll have our post game. It's a doubleheader night tonight. Big one next coming up. McDevitt and Hershey. More after this.
Stay low, drop.
Players and parents have more confidence in advanced hoops and Team PA AAU basketball. It's the only program that invests in a full-time staff to ensure that players get quality coaching, skill development, practice time, and quality tournaments. Over 170 players placed in college. Wow!
Advanced hoops is on another level. Since my son has started, he's improved in shooting, dribbling, and understanding the concepts of the game.
To check out Advanced Hoops and Team PA, go to advancedhoops.com.
Well, welcome back. Gary, 42-35 here with 31 seconds, and it looks like McDevitt can hold on. Are you calling the Huffman Ford player of the game, Noelle Cameron, right now?
Well, I like Noelle Cameron a lot. I think she's been really a steady influence. She's been in there tonight. She's been a presence inside, and As I said, she's also she had that 6 straight points there in the third quarter. I thought was big for Bishop McDevitt just to hang around.
Going to send Chisholm right to the line again. She has 9 points. She'll go to line shooting now. It's going to be, they're in the double bonus, and McDevitt will have 2 from this point on. We'll be talking our Pack Financial play of the game here coming up, and then our Giant post game. We'll have Charlie Fortney joining us on the next game. He'll also go inside and with a couple interviews coming right up, so stay tuned.
How about Jasmine Chisholm here down the stretch?
10 points tonight. Boy, she got herself in double figures, and it was kind of quiet out how it came, Gary. But double figures when you need them.
I like what she's doing here at the end. I mean, she had a couple rattle out here for the free throw line, but she's made some big free throws down the stretch.
Zuge will go up and miss. Chisholm will come down with the rebound, and Gaston looking to foul her. Basic with the ball. Goes behind her back. She does it all here. And there'll be a foul call on Groves.
Well, if you're Bishop McDevitt right now, what you do is you get out your Mechanicsburg pom-poms after this game, and you hope that maybe they can knock off Lower Dauphin tonight, because that big game going on as we speak.
Well, it looks like Hershey's going to hold on to this with 14 seconds to play. I mean
Bishop McDevitt.
Or Bishop McDevitt, excuse me. And I'm going with Noelle Cameron. I mean, it's hard not to go with this young lady at the foul line as well. She had some nice things, but I think the inside play made the difference of Noelle Cameron. Are you agreeing with that as our Huffman Ford player of the game? So we'll have an interview with her coming right up here right after this game. But facing on the line now with 14 seconds to play, 43-35.
But, you know, if you're Hershey right now, too, you're looking at, you showed visions of what you can be here during the course of this game. It's been that kind of season when you're putting in a new system, you're coming off a very successful head coach, and you got a relatively new team. You're missing a great player from last year in Blackburn. So, you know, you're rebuilding roles, and you're looking ahead to next season now, too.
Blocked by Weiss. She's had a nice game tonight, but Zuge finds a way to come back with it. It'll be a timeout. 2.7 seconds to play here, 45-43. Zuge has 14 already on the night as well. She played a nice game. But 2.8 seconds to come up, and you know, Gary, the crowd's starting to come in here, and I think tonight this game's got a lot of things coming up here on this next boys game. Bishop McDevitt, let's talk a second about it, Hershey Trojans, and more importantly, Hershey's on the bubble. They need to win 2 to get in. McDevitt's going in 3A. I think they're going to be very dangerous in 3A with that football-basketball combination that they have. What's your thoughts on that game?
There's an old saying that I think Dorothy said in The Wizard of Oz, there's no place like home. You know, if you're Hershey, there's no place like home tonight. You're getting the crowd in here, you get them vocal. You got a big game in the Mid-Penn League here. To me, this is where you want to be late in the season in a big game like this against a great team like Bishop McDevitt. 15-5 coming in.
Hershey's last score was at 2:49 in the fourth quarter until they just got that last one. So Chisholm's going to run it down. Boy, she's quick. She stayed and did a little ballerina move, and that's going to be it. Bishop McDevitt will come away and stay tight in that Keystone Division right behind Lower Dauphin, 45-37. We'll be with our Huffman Ford player of the game, Noelle Cameron, and we'll talk about our Pack Financial play of the game coming right up here on our Giant postgame.
Hey guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her 2 boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Look, Ryan. Shh. Look over there. I see it. I see it. Is that what I think it is? That's a beauty. Wait, look. There's an even bigger one. Oh, wow. Shh. Oh, man. Don't worry, buddy. I know where there's a whole herd of them.
Stop by Hoffman Ford. You'll be sure to save a lot of bucks.
Today, we have some breaking news on the West Shore. Some spraining, twisting, popping news. It appears that Mechanicsburg is getting a state-of-the-art OSS orthopedic urgent care. This is what we know so far. OSS urgent care is much faster than the emergency room. All patients will be seen by orthopedic experts. Costs are typically less. And OSS is open 7 days a week. Remember, if you have a sprain, pop, or break to report, go right to the experts. OSS Orthopedic Urgent Care. 2 great locations, York and now Mechanicsburg. Now that's some good news.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Welcome back to Hershey High School here. 45-37 tonight. A tough win by Bishop McDevitt. As the Crusaders move on, they stay for the moment 1 game behind Lower Dauphin. And our Hopman Ford player of the game tonight with 13 points, Noel Cameron, who came in off the bench tonight and was a real force inside. Had 6 in a row at one stretch of the third quarter. Noel, congratulations.
Thank you.
That game will probably not go down as a Da Vinci kind of painting. It was kind of more like scribbling on the refrigerator for a while, wasn't it?
Yes. It was very hard, but with confidence, I got through it.
What makes it kind of tough playing these kind of games here late in the season? I mean, you're looking ahead to the playoffs. You're in the middle of a race right now. What was the approach to the game here tonight mentally from your standpoint?
Go hard for your team, have confidence, believe in yourself, and pump your players up.
It was a closer game than maybe you thought it would be coming down the stretch. What was Coach Pressey saying to you on the bench?
Go hard. Go. Don't give up. Fight through it.
That zone you were playing against tonight was really a pesky zone. It was tough to really get some clean looks inside. Seemed like a very physical game. Was it a more physical game than what you're used to?
Yes, a lot of physical. I mean, it seems like the refs were against us, but we had to fight through it.
When you talk about getting your hands on the ball during the course of a game here, what goes through your mind? I mean, you're working through there. You're looking for good shots inside. Talk a little bit about getting those good shots.
Well, I just think about grabbing the ball, boxing out, either taking a shot or passing it out to one of my team members to get a good shot.
Now, I'll tell you what, a simple approach to the game, and it worked pretty well tonight. Noel, congratulations again. Being our Hoffman Ford player of the game. Noel Cameron, we'll take it back to the table to Todd McCall.
Thank you. Welcome back. Now that's our Pack Financial play of the game. And you'll take a look at it. Facey coming up, making a good pass, a good dump off. One more time, take a look at it, and look who finishes it. Noel Cameron, our Huffman Ford player of the game, finishes it. Joining us at the table now is Charlie Fortney. Charlie, we got a good one coming right up here now. This is a Keystone Division matchup. We've got Bishop McDevitt coming in at 15-5. The Hershey Trojans are on the bubble right now. They play tonight, and they play one more. They win two. We've got them in. I mean, I think this game has a lot of storyline. We remember that first one, but this one tonight being at home, it's a special matchup.
Well, I enjoyed watching the girls' game, and if the Hershey Trojans are going to be as tough tonight as the girls were, because we know the girls' Trojans team don't have the talent that the McDevitt girls did, and they fought in this building. There's an atmosphere of fight here tonight. Dylan Painter is not going to go out, and that crew of his, they're not going to go out, Matty Breyer, without a fight and trying to win this game against McDevitt. They may be able to take advantage of a McDevitt team coming off of a tough loss to Steel High, but I'm excited about that. We got a lot of time here. We got a nice interview coming up here with AT&T rep in a little bit. We're going to have that and give you a break here, Todd.
Yeah, and I want to ask one more time before we go up here. I mean, we look at our High School Sports Live, Charlie. I mean, the season's kind of dwindling down on us. I don't know where it went. I mean, time flew by.
Yes,
we had some great matchups. We had some great football matchups. Can we talk about the forecast of High School Sports Live before we kind of go into this transition? What will next year look like, and what are you thinking for High School Sports Live?
We're excited. We're looking at getting back, continue to expand. Next week, next Thursday, we have the Mid-Penn Championships live on TV. We got some great teams. We got teams like Milton Hershey playing great. Greencastle girls, Cumberland Valley girls. I mean, it's going to be great next week. Whoever's in that Mid-Penn Championship, boys and girls, we're going to catch it live on TV here. Also, next Friday, the Mid-Penn Swimming Championships. We're going to take a taste of putting live swimming on TV from Cumberland Valley. We were with Mike Craig today over at Cumberland Valley, scouting out the natatorium. And then ultimately, the goal is to expand into the York, Lancaster, and continue to do more of that, but also continue to keep a nice commitment to the Harrisburg area student athletes. What people don't realize when you're putting High School Sports Live on TV, that this is not just about sponsors and things like this. It's about the student athletes and them getting recognized. All of these broadcasts are live streamed by the Invicta crew. College coaches are watching these games, recruiting kids right out of the broadcast, so we're excited about that. But we do have a nice interview coming up here. Give you a break. We're going to talk to our main man at AT&T here. I don't want to give too much away because we have a nice interview talking about the It Can't Wait campaign, which is no texting and driving campaign. So we'll be back in a few minutes to talk about that.
We'll take a break. James Yoder, AT&T Retail Store Manager, coming right back up after these messages.
The biggest needs for young basketball players are confidence and improved skill level. Advanced Hoops 3D training gets the best results because Gerald Jarman's dribbling and instruction are cutting edge. Archie Smith is passionate and helps young players get quicker and faster. Charlie Fortney is the best shooting instructor around year after year.
Circling low.
Players can compete in competition classes. It's the most affordable and effective training. To register for spring 3D training, go to advancedhoops.com.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
At Giant, it's never been easier for you to shop smart. Discover low prices on the items you buy most. Save on thousands of items every week with new Red Bonus Buy savings. And with gas rewards, you save big at the pump. You'll love how your savings stack up. Only at Giant. Earn Gas Extra Reward savings every time you shop, and pump up your rewards even more with weekly bonus offers in-ad and in-store. Gas Extra Rewards go farther at Giant.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
Right now at Pizza Hut, you can get any 2 medium pizzas for $6.99 each. Choose any crust, any sauce, any toppings. So go for it, America. Get any toppings, any crust flavor, anything you want on any 2 medium pizzas for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Pac Financial, helping local families build, manage, and protect their retirement savings. Do you have a game plan for retirement? Stephen Marazzo is a local advisor who listens and cares about your needs. No account is too large or too small. Let Pac Financial and Steve Marazzo design a winning game plan for your retirement. Call Steve at 717-564-6400 and ask about the free, no-obligation retirement projection.
We got a big one coming up here in a little bit. The McDevitt Crusaders against the Hershey Trojans, led by Dylan Painter. Crusaders by James Williams. It was a really good first matchup. But before that, we got some time. We're here with James Yoder, the retail store manager over at the Colonial Park AT&T. That is actually the AT&T store that I bought my last cell phone for the family. And AT&T is my company. I tried to leave you twice, but the reception at the other companies was so bad I had to come back.
Can't cut it.
Let's talk, James, about a campaign that's dear to the High School Sports Live heart, the It Can't Wait campaign. A lot of student athletes, a lot of students in schools, they need to hear this no texting and driving message. Talk about that and why that's important to your AT&T store.
Sure. So it's 2010 is when the campaign launched. It's It Can Wait.
it's a message that we send to everybody that, you know, texting is not as important as what you think it is.
Right.
We've developed an app that allows you to, you know, while the car is moving, the phone is disabled so that they can't actually use the phone, which can help big time. And that's it's been a huge push at the store level. But just
where do you
downloading
get
the
that?
app.
Like, where could somebody, like, there's parents out there. Like, I have a 16-year-old right now that I'm doing like some driving with till she gets her. Where could a parent like me get that app so that we could kind of help the kids with it, because it is a temptation.
Yeah, so the app can be downloaded right from the Play Store if it's an Android device, Samsung, LG, or if it's an Apple device, right from the App Store.
Wow. All right. Talk about where people can go, where students can go, a website. Is there a place they can go to sign the pledge? I know there's a pledge about that you can wait. You don't have to text and drive.
Absolutely. itcanwait.com. So, you know, my big ask here, and it was last year with the reps, is that you would take the time to watch. There's about a 3-minute video on there. Can change your life and really your perspective on what it means it can wait. And at that website, you can also pledge. We've had over 5 million pledges.
Wonderful. Now let's talk about something else that's dear to my heart. I have to get a new cell phone soon. Okay, I have to renew my plan. So I did see that you guys are running some neat promotions. You want to talk about one or two of them?
Sure. So the absolute best promotion that we have right now is we brought back unlimited data.
All right.
So we haven't launched unlimited data.
I'm in.
Since 2009, 2010. So you can now get unlimited data again with AT&T, and that's with the purchase of a DirecTV that allows you to watch unlimited TV while not at home.
You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. This guy will take care of you if you go over to the Colonial Park AT&T store. And I would recommend right around the corner there's an Annie Ann's Pretzel little shop. And
Yes,
boy,
there
that's
is.
my other favorite store in that mall. But no, Mr. Yoder, we appreciate your time coming out, representing AT&T, but also being a proud supporter of High School Sports Live, helping us with putting high school sports on television for the young student athletes. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We'll be back in a little bit with Todd McCall, a little bit from Gary Sutton to talk about what the McDevitt Crusaders need to do to win in this Trojan atmosphere where the Hershey Trojans are very hungry to keep their playoff hopes alive. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Look, Ryan. Shh. Look over there. I see it. I see it. Is that what I think it is? That's a beauty. Wait, look. There's an even bigger one. Oh, wow. Shh. Oh, man. Don't worry, buddy. I know where there's a whole herd of them.
Stop by Hoffman Ford. You'll be sure to save a lot of bucks.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two. It's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Karen has 459 friends, but none of them made sure she got home okay. None of them suggested she skip the next drink, try a glass of water, or maybe just call it a night. Karen has 459 friends, but tonight, what she really needed was one good one.
Welcome back. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. It's a doubleheader, the second game of the big one. Charlie Fortney, Todd McCall, Keystone Division matchup. Hershey Trojans are on the bubble. Bishop McDevitt Crusaders at 15-5, coming off a loss last night against Still High. First of all, let's talk about Bishop McDevitt on the road. James Williams back. He's healthy. I hear he's ready to go. Now they're going to be without a few players, and one of them is Kobe White tonight. So talk about that mix. And Mike Gaffey's been able to play a lot of guys, but Kobe White's been very important to their defense on that other side.
He is. He just brings an athleticism. You don't know what's going to happen at any given time when you have an athlete like Kobe out there. And when you walk into an atmosphere like this where Hershey's hungry, and Paul Blackbird's teams usually get better at the end of the season. So definitely going to be a big win if McDevitt can get it, and a big win for Hershey as well. But let's talk about McDevitt. Some of the constants. Nick Gemmel.
He's out tonight.
Oh, he's out tonight. Okay, and then that's going to hurt him as well. But Timmy Cater can get hot at any time. 4 or 5 threes, 5 threes, I believe, in the first contest we saw. It just separated a game. So I think Hershey's just going to have to just really weather that storm of the barrage of threes that McDevitt can do, but have a solid game plan against the 1-3-1, which McDevitt just ate him alive with as that game went on. But Dylan Painter's got to have some help tonight. We've seen McDevitt is able to put bodies on him. He's got to have some help. We got to see another player step up for Hershey. Could be Jake, could be Luke, could be the other Luke. Like they got some shooters. Could be Breyer, the senior, another senior. Who knows? But I think Painter's going to have a partner tonight that just kind of goes off in some way or the other, and ultimately a collective team effort for the Hershey Trojans.
Well, Dylan Painter with 22.5 on the year coming in the game, but when you look at Hershey, you go inside their numbers. Jake Wilson 8.65 a game, so make it 9 a game, and Connor Gert at 7 a game. As you said, Coach Fortney, somebody else is going to have to step up in this Trojan lineup tonight. They're going to need to win this one and one more to get in. They're on the bubble. We have them 20 teams go in 4A. We have them at 21, possibly 22. McDevitt's in AAA. McDevitt really trying to find their destiny here, trying to pull away and close away the Keystone Division. They can do that tonight with the victory, and that's what they're playing for. But we got an exciting one coming up here. More right after this message and tip-off.
Guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her 2 boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
At Giant, it's never been easier for you to shop smart. Discover low prices on the items you buy most. Save on thousands of items every week with new Red Bonus Buy savings. And with gas rewards, you save big at the pump. You'll love how your savings stack up. Only at Giant. Earn Gas Extra Reward savings every time you shop, and pump up your rewards even more with weekly bonus offers in-ad and in-store. Gas Extra Rewards go farther at Giant.
Look, Ryan. Shh. Look over there. I see it. I see it. Is that what I think it is? That's a beauty. Wait. Look. There's an even bigger one. Oh, wow. Shh. Oh, man. Don't worry, buddy. I know where there's a whole herd of them.
Stop by Hoffman Ford. You'll be sure to save a lot of bucks.
Today, we have some breaking news on the West Shore. Some spraining, twisting, popping news. It appears that Mechanicsburg is getting a state-of-the-art OSS orthopedic urgent care. This is what we know so far. OSS urgent care is much faster than the emergency room. All patients will be seen by orthopedic experts. Costs are typically less, and OSS is open 7 days a week. Remember, if you have a sprain, pop, or break to report, go right to the experts. OSS Orthopedic Urgent Care. 2 great locations, York and now Mechanicsburg. Now that's some good news.
Well, let's take a look at our starting lineups. A lot goes around and rotates around the big man in the middle, Dylan Painter. Wilson needs maybe to step up. Gert, as you talked about, for Hershey. On the other side, James Williams back in the lineup, so is Timmy Cater. They're going to go with Bryce Hall, Marsico, and Jody Morales will probably definitely be the point guard. This is our OSS Health and Commonwealth Connections Academy starting lineups. And tonight, Jody Morales will probably do a great job. He needs to settle his troops now. I know Nick Gemmel runs the point for Bishop McDevitt, Charlie, but Morales will have to steady those troops a little bit.
Yeah,
tonight.
and I missed that in the beginning. That Gemmel is the steadying force. So whenever you don't have the rudder that steers the ship, you're always vulnerable as a team. Let's see how that plays out.
As you look at starting lineups, crowd in here tonight. Hershey Trojan crowd coming out for this one. Should be an exciting night. Gym is full. And it looks good in here. The atmosphere is set for the night tonight, Charlie.
It is. I feel like I want to play a little basketball right now. I'll put a uniform on again here.
You know what? I don't know around the mid-state if kids know like how fast those 4 years go. And then before you know it, it's over and you're either playing in college or you're sitting back talking about like you are, talking about what it used to be. Blackburn versus Gaffey tonight, now our national anthem. Well, that song, the national anthem, usually brings about a game of some sort. Basketball game here. Mike Gaffey, Paul Blackburn brings staff in tonight. Hershey 11-9, 7-6 in the Keystone. Bishop McDevitt 15-5 and looking to pull away and close the deal on the Keystone division. And Coach Gaffey seems like he's really settled in and found the spot now. I mean, I don't know that I've seen him more like what I'd say more just completely controlled and more comfortable in an environment. This really seemed to match him, didn't it?
Well, and I think McDevitt's found their coach, somebody that's willing to come in and put the time in and wants to be here for the long haul.
And on the other side, Paul Blackburn, you can't talk enough about the Carlisle product. And just a fine, two of the nicest guys in basketball, Charlie. When you met two great guys in basketball, Paul Blackburn and Mike Gaffey. Marsico is going to look inside. It's going to be knocked away already by Painter. And Bishop McDevitt will be taking the ball out. Jody Morales will run point tonight. Morales will be taking it out. Bryce Hall with it. James Williams, the leading scorer for Bishop McDevitt at the top of the key.
Hershey in a man-to-man.
See if Bryce Hall will pick up and step up a little. Right inside of James Williams, going to be blocked away by Painter already. And Painter's going to need to do that a lot tonight. It's Painter's first block of the night. Good from the outside.
That's Luke Hetrick, the freshman.
I'm sorry, I had my head down on second. Thank you. That's Hetrick with the three. Hetrick's had to grow up a lot this year. Breyer's going to pull it away. Hetrick had to grow up a lot this year and has played like a veteran, really, Charlie.
There's a lot of freshmen in the area doing some good things this year.
Painter, look at Gert. Gert's going to walk. It's going to go the other way.
Connor Gert coming off that season-ending Achilles injury last year. He's just happy to be finishing his senior year on the court, Connor Gert.
It's nice to see Connor Gert out there. Achilles are not easy to come away. Tough injury. Man-to-man by Hershey Trojans. Jimmy Gallagher, our stats man, he's staying here for two to him tonight. Greatly appreciate him. Marsko outside. Marsko's going to be good with it.
Well, Painter was guarding Marsko because they weren't thinking he was going to be enough of a threat and Dillon could sag. And Marsko made Hershey pay for that whole idea.
1-3-1 by McDevitt. Actually, make it still 1-3-1 with Williams at the top. Gert outside, no good. Painter going up for the rebound. It's going to go over the back against Painter. That'll be his first foul.
I think Dylan Painter felt like he was displaced. But when you're big, the target is on you.
Paul Blackburn looks on. Cheers his team on, sparks him up a bit. Gimmel out of the lineup, as we mentioned earlier. So is Kobe White from McDevitt. That's going to take two key players away from Coach Gaffney's team. Bryce Hall up and no good. James Williams finds it. Well, it's nice to have a guy like James Williams. Yeah, Coach Gaff and his team going to extend the press, and they're going to pull a turnover away with it. Marsko brings it down. Marsko dumps off to Williams. Williams gets it blocked again. That's a second block by Painter.
He's going to have to be careful. Hate to say it because they need him so much out there. He's going to have to be careful he doesn't pick up that second foul. It was changed the whole first game momentum. They were winning 22-10. He got the second foul. Coach Blackburn took him out. By the time he wanted to put him back in, it was 29-27.
Hetrick will walk on the outside. That's 3 turnovers by Hershey already, as McDevitt leads 5-3. Turnovers will kill you in games like this. We said earlier, Hershey needs both wins to get in. Morales outside, no good. Painter will bring it down. Hetrick with a nice push. He's going to go to the basket, scoop up and good. He'll make up for that last turnover. He's got 5. And Morales is going to be shaken up a little bit. He may have to come off. And you know what? Entering the game, he wasn't supposed to play tonight. Is Nick Gamble. He was when they came tonight, he wasn't even questionable. He wasn't playing. Now he's back in. He's had a high ankle sprain. He's been out the last couple games. He was out last night in the loss against Steel High, but he's gonna play. And you can see he's a little ginger on the right side.
He's a competitor. That boy wants to be on the court.
Boy, somehow he talked the training staff into letting him. You can see. Letting him play. It's outside, no good by Wilson. And Bryce Hall down the other end scoops up and is good.
You know, you got to find the big guy who's under the basket trailing. You can't settle for the 3 when you got the option that no one else in the league has there in 6'10" Dylan Painter.
This is extended 1-3-1 out of McDevitt. They love to play it with Williams on the top. Outside, no good. Painter with the rebound. Gert looks like he's in a hornet's nest. He'll come away somehow and scoop up and score. Gert with his first 2. 7 all. Charlie, it's kind of what we expect.
It is what we expect.
Bryce Hall outside. He's up and good with it. Hall with 5. This 1-3-1 can really give a lot of trouble with Williams out on the top. I used to like to play a 1-3-1 like this, Charlie, in Susquehanna Township with some of our taller athletic kids. JoJo Heaton, he is a Old Dominion product. JoJo Heaton, his dad head coach at Susquehanna Township football. JoJo Heaton will be playing in the secondary at Old Dominion, signed, sealed, and delivered. Outside Bryce Hall with the foul.
It's pretty aggressive 1-3-1, not a passive one like when we were taught when we were kids. Let me tell you.
This is an aggressive man, or 1-3-1.
They're collapsing on everything there.
Did you like that foul call against Bryce Hall? I don't know.
I don't know. I was just enamored by how aggressive it was, the 1-3-1.
Painter's going to step outside. He's usually good from out there. He'll miss. And Williams will bring it away. Gemmel control. Gemmel doesn't have that natural push that he normally has. You can see it. JoJo Heaton from the corner. Up, no good. Painter will pull it away.
I'm just wondering if, with Dylan being 6'10", you know, if you put him under the hoop and throw it up there, could anybody other than James Williams even get a hand on the ball. Could it be layup after layup? I don't know.
That'd be a timeout. That's a great question. Let's come back and answer that right after these messages.
The Brenner family of dealerships gives you better pricing, better customer service, better selection, and a better service department for the life of your vehicle. We'll show you how at Brenner Chrysler Jeep, Brenner Nissan, and Brenner Pre-Owned. The Brenner family of dealerships on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, and on Paxton Street, Harrisburg. 24/7 at BrennerFamily.com. Serving Central PA for over 94 years.
Well, welcome back, 10-7, Bishop McDevitt. You know, Charlie, Hershey will have the ball. You know, let's talk about the inside play, getting Dylan Painter inside. I mean, you said, is there anyone really could guard him in this area at the size that he has, 5 foot away? And, you know,
well, I'm just wondering.
I'm not sure.
I'm wondering if he's like right near the basket. If you threw it up.
Just a high lob, yeah.
Could he catch it and just lay it in? Because Gemmel's in the back row. I don't know that Gemmel could handle him. You know what I mean? And Dylan's looking for the ball. It's like, give me it.
I tell you what, he's doing a pretty good job on him. I mean, wait a minute. Well, we're going to have a foul call. I even missed that foul call. That's going to be a bump. That's going to send Breyer to the line, shooting 2. And that foul will go against Bishop McDevitt. Nick Gamble, that'll be his first.
Paul Blackburn was like, hey, just lay it in if you have a chance. I'm like, no, buddy, dunk it. I wanted to see that again.
Take another look. And okay, Gimmel wasn't set. He was called on the charge call. Breyer makes one of the 2. We got buzzers all around coming in the game for Hershey. Is Luke Blackburn. He'll check in. McDevitt with 2 turnovers early on. Hershey will have the ball down 2. 2:27 to play here in the first quarter. Looking at that 1-3-1 zone. Looking to trap at the top of the key. Also entering the game, Chase Wallace for Hershey. Nice cut by the freshman, Jake Wilson.
Sophomore,
excuse me.
Yeah, we had him last year a few times on High School Sports Live. And he had some big games.
Williams out. Marsko, he thought about it. Be tipped away. Wilson going to push. Ryder Painter. Wilson outside. He'll miss. And it hit the wire, so it's going to be Bishop McDevitt ball.
You know, I've rebounded a lot in the past for Dylan Painter, and he's as good of a three-point shooter as you're going to get accuracy-wise. I'd like to see him take a few of those. You know, if he's going to be hanging on the perimeter, I'd like to see him chuck it up. Because he's not going to get a shot block from out there, that's for sure.
JoJo Heaton looking to go inside. He's going to kick out to Marsico. Marsico a miss. Morales with the rebound. And he'll steady it back out to Williams. Williams going hard. JoJo Heaton spotting up. He'll miss. Long with the rebound. Long outside, no good. Painter will come away with it. Blackburn running it down. Boy, he had to go a long way to get it. Wallace to Wilson. Wilson for 4 points on the night. 47 seconds to play here in the first quarter. They're really collapsing tight on Williams inside. Outside, Marsico's no good.
Marsico continues to have the green light against Painter.
Heaton tipped that one away, and that's going to be a charge call. And the Hershey fans love that one. That's going to go against James Williams.
James Williams doesn't seem to have the same sharpness as he did in that first game.
We have. And you know he's been out a couple games, so this is his first game back. So coming in the game is Bryce Hall. He'll go to the top of the key. They've got Gimmo, Marsico, Heaton, and Morales back the line. And we got Gert, Painter, Wilson, Wallace, and Blackburn for Hershey.
There's nobody over 6 foot other than Bryce Hall in the game for McDevitt.
They look for Wilson inside again. Bryce Hall come away with it. 15 seconds to play. Boy, that's a hard take. And that's going to be a foul. Will that go against Painter, or will that be Wallace called for that one?
That's a hard, bad call.
Chase Wallace will be called.
Not a bad call, but that would have been a tough call if that was on Dylan Painter, but it wasn't.
Bryce Hall go to the line. He'll shoot 2.
I was surprised Painter ended the quarter in the game to even have the shot at that foul. Right now he's got to be careful with 13 seconds. There's no one in the game other than Hall over 6 foot. And you like to think that Painter could get the ball somewhere around the basket.
Bryce Hall good
the
on
guards
that second
just
one.
have to look up.
Yeah.
Like, look, he's in the post right now, wanting the ball. There it is. Somebody was listening. And
Kick outside to Wallace. Wallace, he'll miss. He'll get his own rebound, and he'll scoop up. And that basket will be good by Wallace. And that'll keep the lead for Hershey. They'll put them up 3. We'll be back after these messages.
How about we cut some fat from the system? How about we lose the hot air and secondhand smoke? Let's give everyone a great choice of doctors and remember we're our own primary care providers. Let's build better plans and pick up some better habits along the way. It's time to be the change we want to see in healthcare and the change we want to see in ourselves. Let's do it all for health. Highmark, Blue Shield.
Stay low, drop. Players and parents have more confidence in advanced hoops and Team PA AAU basketball. It's the only program that invests in a full-time staff to ensure that players get quality coaching, skill development, practice time, and quality tournaments. Over 170 players placed in college. Wow!
Advanced Hoops is on another level. Since my son has started, he's improved in shooting, dribbling, and understanding the concepts of the game.
To check out Advanced Hoops and Team PA, go to advancedhoops.com.
Welcome back. Hershey 14, Bishop McDevitt 11. Hershey will have the ball. Blackburn will take it out. Blackburn is good with it.
Nice look, Dylan Painter getting his teammates involved. Blackburn taking his chances and cashing in.
Bryce Hall scoops up. Painter tries to get it. Long goes up. No good. He'll be fouled. This gives us an opportunity to talk about the first quarter, to look inside some stats. From 2-point range, McDevitt was 2 for 6. From 3 range, they were 2 for 8. From the foul line, they were 1 for 2. 6 rebounds, 4 total turnovers in the first half. Found themselves down 3. Hershey was 5 for 8 from 2-point range and 1 for 3 from 3-point range. 5 total rebounds and 4 turnovers. I thank Mr. Gallagher on our stat man on the inside stat scoop. 7:32 to play here to second quarter, and yes, Hershey leads by 5. Long will make the second. It's a 4-point game. Brian Hershey taking their time. Wallace going to go to the basket hard. He scoops, missed, and actually coming away with it. James Williams, Bryce Hall's going to push. Going to hit Morales. Bryce Hall inside, and Gert fits very well. Hetrick will bring it up, and he'll lose it. Somehow, Breyer comes away with it, scoots it up to Gert. Look at James Williams come across and block. What a block by James Williams. Morales going to go inside to Long. Long's going to throw it away. Blackburn will come away with the steal, and the game's getting really frantically paced now. This is turnover happening city. Look at the ball bounce over. McDevitt gets it back. 3-4 turnovers back and forth in that possession. Can't get your breath. 6:17 to play. Wallace will steady it. He'll bring it up. Hetrick outside, no good. And now we've got a chance to get our breath here. Look at this. Devitt, 7 turnovers. Hershey, 7. Look at him going to the ground. Hard-fought effort. Look at James Williams come across and block that. Great shot by our Invicta Sports crew there on that one. Hats off to all those guys that put in all that time. What a great shot. Great camera work. Painter going to go inside. Painter scoops up. Beautiful move by Dylan Painter. He has 3 on the night. Gimmel back in the game. Hall with Marsico, Williams, and Long. And Long's going to be called for a block on the baseline. Also, McDevitt's also without tonight Timmy Cater. He's not in uniform. 1-3-1 by Bishop McDevitt.
There we go.
Hetrick inside to Painter. Painter, no good.
Well, that's a good call. That looks like a visible charge, but you got to give a player space to catch the ball. Dylan Painter goes up for the ball and lands. Todd, I know you were a coach. We're not used to seeing such big guys on the court, but they got to give that guy a space.
Yep. The scoop up, no good. Williams comes away with it. Bryce Hall will bring the ball down the floor for McDevitt. Marsko hard to the basket. Pump fakes Painter. He'll miss. Good move by Marsko. He couldn't finish. Williams scoops up. He'll get it blocked. That's 3 blocks for Painter. Be a foul out. There's going to be a charge call.
No, they're going to be playing without Painter for a little bit here. Dylan Painter used the elbow. Probably a good call by the official. He kind of cleared out.
Yeah,
let's take a look at
it. I thought that is a high pump fake he uses, and right there you can't use that forearm on that chest. Great shot again by the Invicta crew. Williams draws the foul.
Yes.
And Painter will have to go to the sideline. Up 6. Gimmel scoops up. He'll draw a foul, and he'll go line shooting too. I'm surprised, he can't really quite get off that right foot, but he did a good job there going to the line. This Nick Gimmel. The fans coming up at halftime will have our Highmark halftime report and our Capital Region Insurance Agency halftime stats. And also, we'll have our Charlie Fortin Advanced Hoops halftime shootout coming out, and they're playing for 50 gift certificates. And I tell you what,
tonight we have a special. We have this travel league from Hershey travel program shooting these shots tonight.
Ought to be a special one. Nick Gimmel gets a second one, 19-15. JoJo Heaton back into the game. Gimmel, Hall, Marsico, and Williams on defense for McDevitt. Hitchick, nice move. Blocked by Williams. He has 3 blocks. And James Williams playing great defensively.
And again, Painter out. Look at the score.
Oh, JoJo Heaton didn't get to roll. Thought he was going to. Williams goes back up with it strong.
We saw this in the first McDevitt game. Painter goes out. Now it's back to 19-17.
You're right, 2-point game now. McDevitt trying to take advantage of the big guy off the floor. And there's going to be a timeout. Hershey will be right back after these messages. Welcome back. 19-17 game got real tight. 3:59 to play. Highmark halftime report coming up. Our Capital Region Insurance Agency halftime stats and our halftime shootout. Next game, January 11th. Mid-Penn basketball championships. And look at this. They start at 6 and 8. They still need to announce, Charlie Fortney, if I'm correct, they'll need to on February 11th. They need to announce where that game will be.
Yeah.
It's been East. We've seen it at Milton Hershey.
And to clarify, it's actually going to be February 11th. Not January,
I corrected
February.
that there. February 11th. I think people knew what we were talking about. That was a blast in the past.
I'll tell you what, they're talking about Milton Hershey. We'll see. It looks like Milton Hershey may be in that as well. So they're gonna the matchups will be out soon for the semis.
Last score, Wilson 6 points down there and missed down here on the other end. McDevitt will get it back. And Bryce Hall takes it back, and there'll be a block call, and it's going to go against Breyer.
Well, let's learn from this. Chase goes down, turns the ball over, and it's a rule of thumb as a player, you never create a frustration foul. You make a mistake, you hustle back, but you don't turn it into 2 mistakes in 1. A lot of players do it. Just a good Chase Wallace. That's a good learning point right there. See if Luke Blackburn can stay hot here. Hit a big 3 earlier. Let's see if he can give this team a spark while they're trying to bide their time with Painter on the bench in foul trouble.
7 points for Bryce Hall. He'll go to the line. Got to give Coach Gaffey and his crew a lot of credit. Not playing with Timmy Cater either tonight. These big lineup people out of lineup.
No, Timmy Cater was in earlier, not a lot, but he was in earlier. Yeah, I tell you, it's like a revolving door. It's hard to keep up with, isn't it, Todd?
Yeah. That's going to be a charge call, and stepping in is JoJo Heaton. I correct on that, Timmy Cater. I apologize to the big man.
The lineup card we got didn't have him listed, but he is definitely in the game. Cater's in the house.
Cater has played, and I apologize. Turnovers for Hershey, 9 in this half. Morales, he'll be called for the charge call, and you knew that was happening. You could almost see that writing on the wall. And stepping up, taking that, Sean Caller, who just steps into the game, the sophomore, he'll take the charge, and great charge call, great play. McDevitt also 9 turnovers.
It's a good job for Sean Caller. That's a way to earn more varsity minutes down the road. It's nice seeing these young guys. You knew them when they were younger. Now they're getting a chance to play varsity basketball.
Hershey's shown a lot more patience here. Collier says, why not? I'll take it. He pulls it away and nails it.
That's huge. Blackburn earlier, now Collier, he's excited to be a part of this mix.
Do you know how much guts it takes to pull that shot coming off the bench?
Now he's got to guard Timmy Cater.
Hall outside, no good. That ball bounced top of the backboard. That'll be no good. That'll be Hershey's ball coming up the floor. Stay tuned for our Highmark 3-star halftime report. There's going to be a timeout. We'll be right back after these messages.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at this. Look at that great ball handling. A great block by James Williams and people all over the floor tonight. This game has all the Keystone matchup we thought about. Williams is playing really good defense tonight.
Yeah.
Now we've got Hall, Cater, Heaton on the floor with Morales and Williams. Up no good for Wilson. Wilson's going to have it stripped away, and Cater will come away with it. JoJo Heaton will control.
Refs are letting them play a little bit here. That's the way you like it.
Bryce Hall on the other side, scoop up and good. Hall has 9 points tonight. Blackburn with the ball. Spin around. He'll throw it back outside. Wilson will have it.
Every player on the court can shoot a three. Can shoot the three for Hershey right now. They have a threat at every spot.
Blackburn will throw it away. 1:21 to play. Down 4, Bishop McDevitt.
Luke Blackburn's sisters are probably at college watching from their dorm room, their little brother.
One inside to Williams. Great pass by Heaton. Williams turns and scores. Beautiful look by JoJo Heaton. James Williams has 6 tonight. 24-22. Williams with another block. That's 4 tonight. My goodness, what's gotten this guy? He ate his Wheaties. And it'll be thrown away by Hershey ball. Wow. Williams, talk about the defensive effort tonight.
Yeah, Hershey just serving it up there with those soft floaters. They're going to need to do
it. It does look volleyball-like, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little more pull-ups, a little more patience, try to get those angles. I think they're rushing that a little bit inside.
I think you said it well. They're just not going strong.
Coach Blackburn, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to settle for the last shot.
39 seconds here. Coming up, a Highmark halftime 3-star report, Capital Region Insurance Agency halftime stats, and we'll have our advanced hoops shootout. Wilson, with it. Scoops left, no good. And Marshall will come away with it. McDevitt has a chance to tie or take the lead. Cater going hard to the basket. He scoops up, no good, but he'll shoot 2. Chance to tie for Cater. Man, this game has changed all kinds of ways. 9 turnovers for McDevitt, we mentioned. 9 for Hershey here in the first half.
And fans at home don't go anywhere because we have, I think, at least 15 little 5th and 6th graders are going to shoot at halftime. All of them have a chance to win a $25 gift certificate to Dick's Sporting Goods. Let's see which kids been practicing their jump shot in Hershey.
Cater with his second one. He'll miss the second one and make his first. He has 1 point tonight. 15 seconds to go. 24-23. Blackburn scoops up. No good. Williams comes away with it. They're going to call a foul. Blackburn will go to the line shooting 2.
Tell you what, that was a valuable play for Blackburn because it wasn't about the basket. It's about getting another foul on Williams. So that had double value if he can make some foul shots here.
The junior going to the line. Blackburn coming up with his second one. Chance to put him up 2. Blackburn to make that one count. He has 4 points tonight. Bryce Hall outside. It's up and good. McDevitt will take the lead at the buzzer on a Bryce Hall jumper. Man, oh man, a big shot for Bryce Hall. And we'll be coming right back up. Don't go anywhere with our Highmark halftime report, Capital Region Insurance Agency halftime stats, and our Advanced Hoops halftime shootout. More after this.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Look, Ryan. Shh. Look over there. I see it. I see it. Is that what I think it is? That's a beauty. Wait. Look. There's an even bigger one. Oh, wow. Shh. Oh, man. Don't worry, buddy. I know where there's a whole herd of them.
Stop by Hoffman Ford. You'll be sure to save a lot of bucks.
Okay, we're here with our halftime shootout, our Advanced Hoops halftime shootout. We're getting ready to have our first shooter. Our first shooter, shooting on behalf of the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency, is Matthew De Donatus. Wow. Our first shooter wins a $25 gift certificate to Dick's Sporting Goods. Now shooting on behalf of Huffman Ford, Michael Kern. Okay, they teach them right here in Hershey. This is amazing. They're going to bankrupt High School Sports Live, ladies and gentlemen. Shooting is Grady Wolf on behalf of OSS Health. Three for three. Wow. Shooting on behalf of Groff Tractor is Alex Murray from three-point range. Okay, these Hershey kids are normal, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Daniel Painter. He's getting the crowd involved. That's Dylan Painter's little brother on behalf of Pizza Hut. Oh, that's 4 out of 5. Dick's Sporting Goods is going to be flooded tomorrow with these kids. Anthony Vasquezi shooting on behalf of Highmark. Okay. Now shooting on behalf of the Dauphin County Commissioners, Isaiah Danner. All right, now shooting on behalf of Pack Financial, Carson Reese. Oh, that was another close one. Shooting on behalf of the Capital Region Insurance Agency is Patrick Scheid. Okay, these kids are playing a trick on us here tonight. Shooting on behalf of Advanced Hoops is Marcus Sweeney. This is 6 three-pointer. We are shooting 60% now. Enzo Delaya. Ladies and gentlemen, we haven't seen anything like this. This is amazing. Now, Ian McGroarty. Ian McGroarty shooting on behalf of Team PA. All right, now the last shooter is little Charlie Fortney shooting on behalf of Advanced Hoops. Oh my God. All right, that concludes our halftime shootout. Okay, let's give it up for the Hershey. They broke a record here in Hershey. They made 7 three-pointers here during our Advanced Hoops halftime shootout. Coming up with the Highmark 3-star halftime report, we'll have a special interview with Dauphin County Commissioner Mike Priest.
The Central PA Food Bank has been dedicated to ending hunger for 30 years. Currently serving 27 counties and distributing 27 million meals to those in need and expanding year after year. Central PA Food Bank Communications Director Brad Peterson is active in the community, creating awareness to area student athletes and helping them understand the need to help people.
I could be in any high school in the state because 1 in 5 kids in this state go to bed hungry. You know what it's like when you're sitting in the classroom 11 o'clock in the morning, you haven't eaten since breakfast, start getting hungry, stomach starts making noises, can't concentrate on what the teacher's saying. Think about those kids that don't have anything when they go home at night. Being the leaders they are in the schools, they can really activate and motivate their student body and the community to help do something about that.
The Central PA Food Bank serves 800 other food distribution centers and needs volunteers, donations, and those willing to participate and organize food drives. The Central PA Food Bank is building a team that understands the need and the importance of everyone doing their part, and Brad Peterson understands that student athletes, and especially cheerleaders, can be examples of goodwill to other students in the school. To join the team and get involved with the Central PA Food Bank, go to centralpafoodbank.org.
Well, welcome back to our Highmark 3-star halftime report. Charlie Fortney, you said 7, counting little Charlie's. Don't forget him now. You know, he went back from the wrestling back to the basketball. It's 8. That's the all-time record. And high school sports
live.
advanced halftime shootout.
You know, it's interesting. Little Charlie's team is going to play the Hershey travel team this weekend. So now these kids are all going to now play against each other. And I don't know if me and Coach Sweeney on the other side are going to see 8 threes in our 5th grade game. But I'll tell you what, we sure saw it here at halftime. It was exciting. We've never had anything like that happen. I almost couldn't believe it after a while. I almost was looking for candid camera. 8 out of 13, that's a heck of a percentage. Maybe some of the players in this game could learn a little bit from these 5th graders.
Well, that would be the difference in the game right now. Bishop McDevitt leads 26-25. Let's go inside our Capital Region Insurance Agency halftime report. And, Charlie, anything standing out there? You know, rebounds benefits Bishop McDevitt because Painter had to come off the floor. Turnovers pretty even, 11 and 10. Free throw line, 60%. If you look at it, 50% for Hershey, 60% for McDevitt.
Well, the rebounds definitely show a little bit there, but here's the thing. Like, Hershey just has to control the ball better. Felt like they rushed a lot of shots. They didn't need to take some of those shots, and that's where a lot of the timing of the block shots came in. They were too predictable, therefore McDevitt capitalized on that. They got to be less predictable this half and go from there. But I think in this second half, if they're less predictable, it'll be good.
Well, we'll be right back after these messages. Second half action coming up. Bishop McDevitt, Hershey Trojans, right after this message.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
Right now at Pizza Hut, you can get any 2 medium pizzas for $6.99 each. Choose any crust, any sauce, any toppings. So go for it, America. Get any toppings, any crust flavor, anything you want on any 2 medium pizzas for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Karen has 459 friends, but none of them made sure she got home okay. None of them suggested she skip the next drink, try a glass of water, or maybe just call it a night. Karen has 459 friends. But tonight, what she really needed was one good one.
Stay low. Drop.
Players and parents have more confidence in advanced hoops and Team PA AAU basketball. It's the only program that invests in a full-time staff to ensure that players get quality coaching, skill development, practice time, and quality tournaments. Over 170 players placed in college. Wow!
Advanced Hoops is on another level. Since my son has started, he's improved in shooting, dribbling, and understanding the concepts of the game.
To check out Advanced Hoops and Team PA, go to advancedhoops.com.
Pack Financial, helping local families build, manage, and protect their retirement savings. Do you have a game plan for retirement? Steve Marazzo is a local advisor who listens and cares about your needs. No account is too large or too small. Let Pack Financial and Steve Marazzo design a winning game plan for your retirement. Call Steve at 717-564-6400 and ask about the free, no-obligation retirement projection. Welcome back. That's our Giant food section. Our Hershey Trojans student section. Giant sponsors that every year. Hershey, year after year, has a great crowd. They got a great one tonight. McDevitt controls the ball up 1, 7:54 to play. Morales goes in, pulls back out, and hands it over to Williams, who will control it. A little more patience on offense for Hershey, or McDevitt, excuse me. Marsko pump fakes. He's going to kick it back to Williams. Williams scoops up with the left hand. Nice layup by James Williams, and that's 8 points for him. McDevitt leads 3. Inside NCAA basketball action, Georgia 59-52 late in the second quarter. Tennessee and Kentucky close 70-59. Dylan Painter with the dunk, up and good.
And I think that's exactly what we talked about in the first half, is just throw it up to the guy. Throw it up, baby. Throw it to Shaq.
He has 7. Marsko outside. He's going to look into Williams. Marsko got a feet set. Top of the key is the highest percentage three-point shot, and that's going to knock down. You give a guy an open shot like that, he's usually good from it. That's 2 threes for him tonight. 6 total for Marsico, the senior. It'll be a bump foul on Timmy Cater, and Painter will draw the foul call to be underneath Hershey.
And a good credit to coaching staff of Hershey to get together and talk about the need just to put pressure on McDevitt by just throwing that ball up to Painter. You can't teach height.
Gert, I think he's going to be called for a walk. It'll be a turnover for Hershey. McDevitt ball.
The theme for Hershey tonight is forcing it. The theme is forcing it.
Charlie, I think you called that very well. They really are forcing the game a little bit. And it wasn't there.
Can't fault him for being aggressive.
Nice move by Marsico on the other side. Cater will pull it away and go to Morales. Morales inside. He'll bump and scoop and find a way. Morales to draw his first 2 points of the game. 33-27 McDevitt. Hetrick will scoop the basket. Hershey timeout. We'll be right back after these messages. Take a look at this move.
Hey guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her 2 boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
For our next broadcast, February 11th, Mid-Penn Basketball Championships. They tip off at 6 o'clock, and they'll follow by an 8 o'clock game. Always an exciting time for Mid-Penn basketball.
Absolutely. You got the Mid-Penn Swimming Championships on
How about
February
that?
12th. Yeah, that's Greg Mace is going to be leading that at 5 o'clock at Cumberland Valley. He's got some of the top swimmers in the country swimming the Mid-Penn. This area is fortunate how many talented athletes they have.
We've had a lot of state championship swimmers right here out of Hershey. So back-to-back nights on High School Sports Live coming up here in a couple of weeks. I can't believe it's February already. McDevitt bringing the ball down at 33-29. Williams will have it. Marsico outside. He's good. That's 3 of them for him tonight. 9 points. Marsico stepping up for Coach Gaffey's squad.
Well, and it's at good timing because they wanted to live with that tonight and let Painter help out and sag in the middle, but Marsico's making them pay for that idea.
Painter inside, up and good. And that's 9 points for Painter now. He'll go to the line. He'll have 1 to shoot. Dylan Painter on his way to Villanova next year.
Jay Wright really likes Dylan Painter.
Painter misses it, comes away, scoops and gets it, and somehow the ball will go to Hershey. We'll have to take another look at that. Look at the crowd tonight, all the orange and blue and white.
Painter all night long, even on the bench. The whole team, they just want to win this game. They are engaged. It's going to be a tough win here for McDevitt because how bad Hershey wants it.
Wilson outside, no good. And James Williams controlling it. Morales outside, no good. Breyer up. It'll be blocked by Williams, who had 5, and Painter will follow. Painter now with 9, and what goaltending? Basket will be good. 36-33, that's the correct score. 4:59 to play. If you watched our first game, Joe Bresci, how about it? He comes away and wins the league championship again, a tie, a co-tie with Lower Dauphin. Lower Dauphin lost tonight. We are now informed.
Yep.
So
it's a co-tie.
And I know the Bishop McDevitt guys. When's the last time Bishop McDevitt boys and Bishop McDevitt girls came away with division championships at the same year? It's going back a ways.
It's going to be interesting to see how they break the tie for the team that represent them in the division on the girls' side.
On the Mid-Penn playoffs.
Yeah, correct.
I believe there's a playback clause in there somewhere. Or it could be point differential. I can't remember now offhand. I'd have to Marsko's having a good game. Morales scoops up and misses. Williams comes down with it. Bryce Hall has it now. Hall will have it blocked. Williams says no. He'll get it again. My goodness, who will come away with it? McDevitt will retain possession.
I don't know if we have a replay there, but it looked like McDevitt knocked it out. But Hershey's setting up in the zone now, trying to keep the foul trouble down.
Been 5 lead changes and 3 ties in this game. Wallace on the other side, nifty move, but he can't come away with it.
Don't know that he needed to do all that. Wallace making a lot of unnecessary decisions here tonight. Second time we've seen him compound a mistake on one end with another one with a frustration foul.
McDevitt will have the ball up 3.
Yeah, when you go to the basket, just go strong, finish. You don't need to avoid contact, and that's what Wallace did at that particular play.
Ball to Marsico. Just hard to get the shot off. Painter will block it, and then looks like Hall will be called with the frustration foul. That's the ones you don't want to get, the ones afterwards.
Well, and they're giving big man Dylan Painter some a little bit of space and room. You know, players hanging on them. They're making those calls right now.
But you know, this is a high school basketball game. Guys, big or not, guys are gonna.
That's
Charlie,
right.
You played at the next level. You know, your game speaks for itself. It's a high-paced game, and at the next level,
that's right.
Now there's somebody 6'10" doing the same thing. So
bigger.
You know, it's one of those things. And Painter looks a little more settled down now, and he'll go inside. That's 10 points in the paint now, 12 total, excuse me. And Painter settling down a little bit. They're going inside the inside game.
And let's look at how he plays. There you go. Check this out, Ray. Nice entry pass. Let's look at this entry pass by Chase.
Chase Wallace.
Chase Wallace made a nice entry pass. We've been on him tonight, but what a nice entry pass. But talking about it earlier, like whenever Painter's out of foul trouble, he plays a different way. Whenever he's in foul trouble, it's like he plays somewhat soft to avoid it.
Well, hold that thought. We'll be right back after these messages. We'll talk about that right coming up.
The biggest needs for young basketball players are confidence and improved skill level. Advanced Hoops 3D training gets the best results because Gerald Jarman's dribbling and instruction are cutting edge. Archie Smith is passionate and helps young players get quicker and faster. Charlie Fortney is the best shooting instructor around year after year.
Circling low.
Players can compete in competition classes. It's the most affordable and effective training. To register for spring 3D training, go to advancedhoops.com.
Well, Hershey's come back to tie this game 36-all, and it's been because of 42. Dylan Painter.
Teammates are doing a very good job of getting him the ball.
It's tough to box that out. I mean, you can't blame Morales for what he did there. Just the bigger hand. Hershey crowd looking on in anticipation with the game 36-36. McDevitt with a crucial possession. Hershey and their man. Hershey has 9 of 11 third quarter points. Oh, on the other side, nifty move by Bryce Hall. Wow.
Could be our PAC financial play of the game.
He has 14 points already. Outside of Connor Wallace. He'll miss. Timmy Cater did a great job boxing out there. Painter will go down to the other end. The ball will be knocked out. McDevitt will have the ball. Crusaders up 2, 38-36.
The fouls are 4-1 on the board. 4 for McDevitt, 1 for Hershey. Make note of that. First one, the bonus, usually has an advantage in a tie game like this, or a close game.
JoJo Heaton, left hand. Beautiful move by JoJo Heaton. He has 4. Nice minutes off the bench by JoJo Heaton. And if you're wanting to know how the Bishop McDevitt girls and Lower Dauphin, what will happen with mid-pin playoffs, it'll come down, and qualified and mid-pin playoffs will come down to the power rating. So if McDevitt has a stronger power rating, they'll go. If not, it'll be Lower Dauphin. So we'll see. That'll be announced probably shortly.
And I wonder how that works when you got McDevitt girls in the AAA and I think Lower Dauphin girls in the Quad A.
But I think it's still the power rating number regardless.
It would be harder for Lower Dauphin girls to,
maybe point differential might be the difference in the two matchups probably in the future.
Yeah, I could see that being a little controversial.
Heaton to Hall. Hall gets spotted up and finds it. Hall with 17 points now. He's the leading scorer of both teams. 1-3-1 for Coach Gaffey and his crew. Painter. What a nice move by Hetrick.
Luke Hetrick wanted a foul on that, but man, what a nice high bank shot.
Hall outside again. Hall will miss this time. And Hetrick will bring it away. Ball fake. He misses. Painter. He misses one more time. He'll be fouled by Bryce Hall.
That is a big boy right there. I know Barry Lynn has had to make a lot of dinners for this young man. That's Dylan Painter's mother.
He missed the first one. Painter with 12 points.
Oh,
he missed both.
Those are some big foul shots for the Trojans.
50 seconds here in the third quarter. See what McDevitt will do. Looks like McDevitt might hold for the last shot here, maybe. You know what? I like this call here. You got a 3-point lead. Why give him the ball back?
You're also 2 fouls away from giving the other team the bonus. He just wants to settle his team down and make sure they still have momentum going into the fourth quarter. Coach Gaffey's been doing a long time for a reason.
He sure has, and I owe him a lot. He was my mentor getting into coaching a long time ago. Just moved to the area, and he gave me an opportunity, and I can't thank him enough. 2 classy guys in Paul Blackburn and Mike Gaffey in tonight's game. Down to 6. Timmy Cater's going to pull it, and he's going to miss it. He had to pull it pretty quick. Painter's going to get his chance at it. It'll be no good. Fourth quarter action coming up. Bishop McDevitt leads by 3.
The Brenner family of dealerships gives you better pricing, better customer service, better selection, and a better service department for the life of your vehicle. We'll show you how at Brenner Chrysler Jeep, Brenner Nissan, and Brenner Pre-Owned. The Brenner family of dealerships on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, and on Paxton Street, Harrisburg. 24/7 at BrennerFamily.com. Serving Central PA for over 94 years.
No regrets.
If only she'd parked in a garage. If only they had the chimney cleaned. If only they had Erie Insurance. Erie is seriously good insurance that treats you fairly and goes above and beyond to make you feel like your auto or home mishap never happened. At rates that'll save you as much as the other guys. So get a quote from Erie today. Because whatever your regrets in life, your insurance company shouldn't be one of them.
Erie Insurance.
Leading score tonight He's done it both ends, defensively, offensively, with 17 points tonight. He's hit a couple big ones, and that one right there was a big one. Little stats inside third quarter. McDevitt was 4 for 8 from 2-point range. Hershey was 7 for 11. They went inside more. 3 for 7 was McDevitt from the 3-point lane. Hershey was 0 for 3. Rebounds knotted up in that third quarter, 5 all.
I'm just wondering if Dylan Painter would go right down on the right block and post up Nick Gemmel. What would that force Cater to have to do? He'd have to drop, and that would change the 1-3-1.
Yeah. But you know, Cater did a good job in that first half. But you know, just after a while, if you look around, they're fronting him and they're backing him. I like what Coach Gaffney and the staff are doing against him. It's just sometimes you win the size battle. You lose the size battle.
Now you're being guarded by a guy who can guard you underneath. You got a guy 5'8" guarding you.
Yeah, on the 1-3-1. Understand what you're saying. Yep. So Wing has to drop down. You'll see Marsico drop on him and double. Look, Marsico almost got that one. Blackburn's calling for it.
Like right now, he's behind the defense.
Petrick outside. He's good with it, nails it. And that'll tie the ball game up. Boy, Luke Hedrick, he's done a nice job tonight.
Yeah.
He has 12 points for Hershey.
He has started from the beginning of the season for a reason, Luke Hedrick.
Be a timeout. Bishop McDevitt will come right back after these messages. 43 all.
How about we cut some fat from the system? How about we lose the hot air and secondhand smoke? Let's give everyone a great choice of doctors and remember we're our own primary care providers. Let's build better plans and pick up some better habits along the way. It's time to be the change we want to see in healthcare and the change we want to see in ourselves. Let's do it all for health. Highmark, Blue Shield.
6:57 to play, and this young man has heated up a little bit. Charlie, talk about him. You know him really well. I mean, he started the whole year for him, and he's really stepped up in this game. He wants to put his team in the playoffs.
You know what? There must be something about, like, iron sharpens iron, because I know Gerald Drummond, the really good freshman from
quote.
Susquehanna, and Luke Hetrick are teammates in the offseason. So it's interesting to see those two guys having such a great season together on different teams as freshmen.
43 all. Heaton will take the ball out. Outside of Marsico to Gimmel. Heaton. Gimmel thought about it, but Gimmel nails it when you need it. Big shot from. Wow. That's 4 for him tonight. That's his first 3.
Well, and he's such a leader.
I tell you what, I give him so much credit for braving that injury and coming in here tonight and play. It's not easy to come back from high ankle sprains, low ankle sprains, wherever they are. And that ball, there'll be a foul call, and Hershey will have the ball underneath. Take a look at Gimmel. You know, it comes back and forth. Heaton hits him. Gimmel ball fakes it and drills it. The highest percentage shot you'll shoot for all shooters at home is a 3-point range shot, top of the key. Blackburn will miss. Heaton pulls a rebound down. Heaton, Marsico, Cater, Hall, and Gimmel on the floor. Bryce Hall goes up for it strong. Hershey will control. Wilson with it.
How is Painter not open there with Gemmel guarding him? Wilson missed him. Wide open under the basket.
Hetrick up with it, and that's good. He has 14. He leads all scorers.
Hetrick has
scores for Hershey, excuse me.
Hetrick has a complete game. He has the pull-up. He has the layup, drive. He has the three-pointer.
He's a freshman.
That's
why about him year after year.
And that's why Coach Blackburn has him on the floor.
Nice patience out of McDevitt. Hall is going to scoop up. He'll be fouled. He'll go to line shooting 2. He has 17 tonight. He's really stepped up tonight.
Blackburn reached in and grabbed, and they got it right. Blackburn wanted to reach. Tell you what, that was a big swing down there. You know, Hetrick making that shot. McDevitt not capitalizing on a chance to go up by more than a two-basket game. Hall has a chance to give some separation.
Hall with 18. So McDevitt faithful's looking on. Good shot of Miss Susie Heaton. I would say one of the most loyal McDevitt fans. I don't know, every time we have High School Sports Live, I bet we featured Susie Heaton. She's been on there so many times for football games, watching her husband. She seems to find the camera, Susie Heaton.
Well, her husband coaches for Susquehanna, but she roots for McDevitt.
Yeah, I think you root for your child, right? Foul underneath.
That's only number 3 on Dylan Painter, so.
But they called it on Painter, so it's Painter over the back. McDevitt up 3, 5:08. They'll have the ball.
This is a big game for both teams.
Well, yeah, I mean, Hershey's on the bubble. We have them at 21 or 22. 20 go in for 4A. McDevitt's comfortable where they are. They're ranked 3rd in District 3 right now, Mid-Penn playoffs.
And if Hershey gets in, they could give an out-of-town team a fit with Painter in that lineup and all the shooters, and not used to seeing them, not understanding the same scouting report that the Keystone does.
Williams will miss. Painter will have a shot out of it'll be knocked out of his hands, and Hershey's ball underneath.
Painter looked like he was playing a little bit of volleyball there.
All bouncing around. I've been impressed with what Timmy Cater's done for the Bishop McDevitt Crusaders. Played hard tonight.
James Williams still really hasn't been a huge factor tonight. Still trying to get his rhythm.
Marsco, nice pass to Williams. Williams up and good with it.
I think Williams hurt us on that one. He said, man, what do you mean? What do you mean not a factor? I'm going to make a big shot here.
He probably did. He has 10. You know, he was our player of the game last game. He was a difference maker. Nick Gimmel will be called for the foul. Have to take a look at that one. I'm not sure McDevitt fans didn't think that was a foul.
Oh, of course. That's why they're McDevitt fans.
Good shot of Mr. Mike Gaffey over there. Barr will miss. Marsico open, good. Left him wide open. Marsico's hurt him tonight with 12. 4 threes for Marsico tonight.
You know, as we talk about the Huffman 4 player of the game, you got to talk about Marsico.
That's a big step up tonight.
Those 3-pointers that has thwarted the game plan of Hershey.
But the difference is they haven't even got a hand in his face. It's like he doesn't appear on the scouting report tonight. Blackburn no good. Painter with the rebound. Painter splits 2, misses, scoops back up, and he'll be fouled by Gimmel.
You know,
he'll shoot 2.
You know, I don't know if we can get a look at this last sequence here, but I know guards have a hard time wanting to throw the ball inside, but when you got a guy like Painter, you got to trust it. We saw early in the half they trusted it. He was, again, Gimmel guarding him. No throw into the post. No throw into the post.
Painter misses. At front end, he's had some opportunities, and now he's 50%
Oh, the foul,
from the foul line.
He goes there so wired, so jacked up. It just seems like he's psyching himself out on the foul line.
He'll make the second one.
It's a big possession here for Hershey to get a stop. Big one for McDevitt to possibly build this into a 4-basket game.
We'll go inside to Williams. That'll be blocked.
Dylan Painter doesn't want to miss the playoffs in his senior year. Look at this here, guys.
6 blocks by Painter tonight.
Now it's a 9-point game. You know, Todd, we've seen zone, we've seen man from Hershey. It's almost like an identity, you know what I mean?
Right. Painter on the other side, up and good.
What is the identity? McDevitt's always in their 1-3-1, it seems, with the exception of a few spurts in man-to-man. They seem to know what makes them tick this year. They seem to have a rhythm in that 1-3-1.
55-48. Bryce Hall on the left side. Bryce Hall's been big. That's 20 points for Hall. Painter looking around. Scoop up. No good. He went to dunk it. It gets knocked away by Cater. Williams down the other end. Williams will miss it. Williams is going down hard, and Williams is going to, he's hurt. He's down on the other end. He got hit in the head. And we can't get a stoppage in play. Finally, we have a stoppage in play for injury. Man, oh man, the sequence of just what happened, we can just take a look at. I mean, he is coming up very woozy. It's taken him a long time. He took an elbow in the back of the head. And I don't know. There was a few minutes where I don't think he knew where he was at, unfortunately. I don't know if we got a replay. Let's take a look. It just went back and forth. That's Painter missing. You'll see Painter come back up and try to dunk it, and it'll be knocked away by Bryce Hall. And then down on this other end, it's not sure what happened. He got hit on the back side of it.
Yeah, I don't think James Williams is getting back up. He's pretty woozy. He wanted to sit back down. They're tending to him right now, Coach Gaffey.
Man, oh man, that's not somebody you want to lose in that lineup. Let's take a break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Stay low, drop. Players and parents have more confidence in advanced hoops and Team PA AAU basketball. It's the only program that invests in a full-time staff to ensure that players get quality coaching, skill development, practice time, and quality tournaments. Over 170 players placed in college. Wow!
Advanced Hoops is on another level. Since my son has started, he's improved in shooting, dribbling, and understanding the concepts of the game.
To check out Advanced Hoops and Team PA, go to advancedhoops.com.
Well, we had an injury timeout, and looks like it really, Williams goes down, and you know, he's at the end of the bench right now, and there's a lot of concerned McDevitt fans, and that's not a guy you want to lose. And I tell you what, he's a quality player, quality young man. He got hit in that back of the head. This is McDevitt's largest lead of the game tonight, 57-48.
And it's open threes. It's Hershey caught sleeping on the defense on the three-point line. Some of it was by intention, trying to keep Painter around the hoop, but ultimately leaving open shots. And when you know, I'm not a big believer in zone for one reason. The amount of open shots you give in a zone, I'd rather give up shots going to the basket because the guy goes around, he maybe he's a little bit quicker or whatever, or be a little more conservative. But that's naturally, everybody has a different philosophy there. But that to give up how many threes, Hershey's, you know, if they go on to lose this, they're going to be kicking themselves for that.
Well, McDevitt on a 14-5 run since 7:10 of the fourth quarter to play. Their largest lead, 57-48. Hershey ball here. 1:50 to play. Go inside to Painter. Painter up and good. That's 17 for Painter.
And they went back to the game plan at the beginning of the half when they were dominant, and now it works again.
Timeout Hershey. We'll be right back after these messages.
Look, Ryan. Shh. Look over there. I see it. I see it. Is that what I think it is? That's a beauty. Wait. Look. There's an even bigger one. Oh, wow. Shh. Oh, man. Don't worry, buddy. I know where there's a whole herd of them.
Stop by Hoffman Ford. You'll be sure to save a lot of bucks.
Well, you take a look inside. They go inside here to Painter. Painter scoops it up 57-50. But how about this stat? McDevitt 8 for 21 for three-point range in the game. And they're up 7, 1:41 to play. Hershey's going to be pressing full court here now.
A lot of time left.
Marsica will have an opportunity to run the baseline. Gimmel's back in for the sure hand. Hittrick will foul him, and That'll send him to the line. No, not yet. They've got a long way to go. That's 4 fouls on Hershey.
Very, very smart. Painter out. Very smart. They can be aggressive, try to get a few steals. They got to get into the bonus.
Another push by Breyer, so they're going to try to speed up this bonus. That's 5 fouls for Hershey. Gimel will take it out again, so we'll see this happen here. This next minute, 37 seconds is probably the longest time. It seems like an hour for a coach when you got a tight game. Cater will scoop it up and score it on the left side. And the ball will be knocked out. Painter will be in or back in the game, 59-50. And Hershey will have the ball. McDevitt back in there at 1-3-1. Breyer going to go inside. Painter will miss. He'll be fouled. He'll go to line shoot 2.
Painter's going to have to settle down and make a few foul shots here. I wouldn't take Painter out if he made these shots. I would have him trap on the first pass to make them have to throw over him so he doesn't hurt you on the back end with the lack of maybe speed or whatever. But to take him out, you would risk not having him in for the offensive side of the ball. And I think that, I don't know, that Chase Wallace might be Dylan's sub. Interesting.
8-point lead by McDevitt. Make it 7. Marshall having a tough time getting in. Bryce Hall will be fouled. So the next one will put him in the bonus.
So he is going to bring Painter back in. Good idea.
59-52, 7-point lead here for McDevitt.
He was going to bring him back in.
That's a tough foul by Blackburn. That's going to put Bishop McDevitt in the 1-on-1. Morales will go to the line shooting the first of possible 2. McDevitt has 19 fouls. So we got to be careful not to continue to send Hershey to the line here with 1:16 to play. Morales has a chance to widen this gap a bit. 1-on-1. Up and it's good for Morales.
Stars are born on High School Sports Live, and Morales
with 3.
Showing his value to the team here right now. And a big win against Hershey.
Morales with 4 tonight. He'll make both. (61-52). Wilson up and good. Wilson has 8 points. It'll be timeout Hershey. 61-54, 1:10 to play here. We'll take a quick one. I'll be right back after this message.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
Well, welcome back. It's a good question. I'm Hershey down 61-54. And they were 22 looking in tonight, so a loss would end their season. McDevitt got a look. I don't know if there's another game in the mid-pen, but I think there was a clinch tonight if they could come away with the victory for you. And it would be hats off to Coach Gaffey and his Crusader team.
I hate to see Hershey and the seniors, Breyer, Painter, not have the opportunity to do postseason play. Also Jimmy Sheehan, another senior. They're young though.
They broke the press. And Marsko missed it, wanted to foul. My goodness, that was a spin around type move by Jake Wilson. And Gimmel will go to the line. Sure-handed Gimmel coming in to help break that press. 54 seconds to go. Top 25 scores in NCAA basketball. Tennessee defeats Kentucky 84-77. Oklahoma by 20 with 10 minutes to go over TCU. And Georgia over South Carolina. Knocked off number 25, South Carolina. Gimmel up, he'll miss. Ball looked like it's going to be thrown away. Scooped up. Blackburn holds on to it somehow, some way. Blackburn for three in the corner. In and out. Painter gets it. Painter up, and it's good. And an and one. Painter has...
Okay, now he makes this. That's a 4-point game. Todd, what do you do here?
Painter with 21 points now.
You make this shot, now it's a 4-point game. This is not out of reach here. There's 36 seconds.
Well, you just have to be careful who you foul. You foul Gimmel, a couple of these guys. You got entering back in the game, got to give him credit. James Williams back in the game. Painter converts, make it 22 for Painter.
Can't get beat deep here. That's the key. They got beat deep. Morales, Luke Blackburn.
Timmy Cater will be fouled. No, they called a walk. They called a walk. Cater thought he was fouled. He spun around and he walked. And
this may be the break that Hershey needs here.
I'd like to take another look at this. I think it was a foul well before the break. Yeah, right there. Look, got him, nailed him on the arm. Then the walk call.
And it is 61-57 at home, not 60-57 listed on the screen to clarify it. 61-57.
There's a miss by Collier. Collier outside to Blackburn. Blackburn drills it. It's 61-60. Timeout. We'll be right back after these messages. 1-point lead for Bishop McDevitt.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two. It's dinner time. When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Three at the top of the key. He has 7 points. A big shot. 61-60. Bishop McDevitt will have the ball underneath their basket. They're in the bonus right now, so
20 seconds.
We'll see if they foul right away, which I would probably foul right away, but the crowd got behind it on that Blackburn shot. But it's a 1-point game right now. Last lead Hershey had was 12-10, the 55-second mark of the first quarter. That's the last time they've led. McDevitt has taken it from that point on. 61-60, here we go. McDevitt will take the ball out.
This would be amazing turnaround if Hershey could win this game. They had Painter on the ball.
Bryce Hall back to Gimmel to Cater. Timmy Cater will be fouled. He'll go to the line. He'll shoot to 1-1. 16 seconds to go. Next foul will put Bishop McDevitt in the bonus. This is 1-1 right now.
This is a very clutch player in Timmy Cater.
McDevitt's 10 for 15 from the foul line. Timmy's been a step-up player for Mike Gaffey all year. 16.4 seconds on the clock. Cater nails it. 62-60, 2-point ball game. Cater's a chance at least to make it a 3-point game right here. Wow, they come down to these types of ball games. Cater makes it a 3-point game. Big shots by Timmy Cater. Boy, I've liked his play all year long, Charlie, haven't you? Can't say enough about winning the tough ones. Painter up, no good. Cater comes away with it with 3 seconds. He'll be fouled. Looks like McDevitt's going to go on to hold on. 2.9, we'll see it. Hershey didn't make it easy for him. There's a determination on the Crusaders' faces tonight, I tell you what.
Both teams wanted it. McDevitt made the necessary shots. I think it was 8 of them, 3-pointers that really were separating factors.
Timmy Cater, 4 straight foul shots. That's how you win championships, plain and simple.
The son of Tim Cater, Sr., Steel High grad.
Cater, 5 points, 5 for 5 from the line when you need him. 15 for 20 is McDevitt from the foul line. And hats off to Bishop McDevitt Crusaders who come away with the win, and that was a tough one there. Tough one if you were a Hershey fan, because that might eliminate them. They were 22 coming in. We're going to go with our Huffman Ford player of the game, and we're going to talk about it. Come right back after these messages.
Hey guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her 2 boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
Look, Ryan. Shh. Look over there. I see it. I see it. Is that what I think it is? That's a beauty. Wait, look. There's an even bigger one. Oh, wow. Shh. Oh, man. Don't worry, buddy. I know where there's a whole herd of them.
Stop by Hoffman Ford. You'll be sure to save a lot of bucks.
Today, we have some breaking news on the West Shore. Some spraining, twisting, popping news. It appears that Mechanicsburg is getting a state-of-the-art OSS orthopedic urgent care. This is what we know so far. OSS urgent care is much faster than the emergency room. All patients will be seen by orthopedic experts. Costs are typically less, and OSS is open 7 days a week. Remember, if you have a sprain, pop, or break to report, go right to the experts. OSS Orthopedic Urgent Care. 2 great locations, York and now Mechanicsburg. Now that's some good news.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Okay, we're back at Hershey High School with the Huffman Ford players of the game. I'm with Bryce Hall, 23 points. Alex Marsko, all I know is you made 4 threes at a time when the game plan for Hershey was sag off you so Painter could hope you missed a few and protect the basket. Talk about that coming in. You seemed determined to make sure that game plan for Hershey didn't work.
I just saw that they were sagging off and leaving me open, and then my teammates were giving me the ball and depending on me to make the shots, so I just tried to hit the shots when I was open.
We felt like that was a big part, Alex, of you leading your team tonight, so hats off to you. You're deserving of being a part of this after ceremony. Bryce, you yourself, man, you came through, but you were all over the place, 23 points. Talk about how important this win is considering the tough game yesterday and all the adversity your teams had.
Yeah, we needed a strong come out tonight so we could, head into the playoffs on a positive note. We were still pretty upset about that loss last night, so we came out with extra fire, and we were determined to get a win tonight.
That's good. Congratulations, guys. You give your team a little bit of momentum going into the playoffs. You still got a little bit left here. Guys, when we come back, we're going to talk about the Mid-Penn Championships with Todd McCall and myself. We're going to do a wrap-up. We'll be back just after this.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Karen has 459 friends, but none of them made sure she got home okay. None of them suggested she skip the next drink, try a glass of water, or maybe just call it a night. Karen has 459 friends, but tonight, what she really needed was one good one.
Welcome back to our post-game report, our giant post-game report. Charlie joining us back here on the table. We're going to take a look inside this game tonight. McDevitt comes away with it. So many decent things happen, great things happen, players stepping up, but our Pack Financial play of the game. Look at James Williams coming up out of nowhere. Beautiful athletic play. You'll take one more look at it. Gert, this is when the game was really close, and Williams did make a difference defensively. Now, he had double figures tonight. He didn't have his typical 20. He had 27 last time, got the best of that matchup between he and Painter last time. But that defensive play is our Pack Financial play of the game. But, it's playoff time now. Unfortunately, we have it the way it looks that's going to eliminate Hershey. I think they knew they needed to win, too. McDevitt goes on with 16 wins, the Keystone Division, and goes on into the playoffs in 3A. I think they're dangerous.
Yeah, and we probably didn't give James Williams enough credit during the broadcast, looking at those block shots and how important they were during an important stretch. So he's battling through like injury, battling coming off of being rusty. Hopefully he's okay after that knock in the head. But what a great collective effort. I give Coach Gaffey and his staff a lot of credit with all the adversity they faced, a tough game against Steel High yesterday. To come in, this was a senior-laden Hershey team that wanted to make playoffs at their home court, and they denied them. So, but hats off to Hershey coming in the second half and really with the game plan of getting it inside the Painter. But Coach Blackburn's really has a tough time because he has youth mixed with size. Doesn't have all the pieces to put it together against the top teams, but they definitely made a valiant effort here at Hershey tonight.
Oh, yeah, nothing to hang their heads about. It's a great matchup. We knew it would be a great Keystone matchup. Great way to end our regular season. Coming up our next broadcast, February the 11th, it's the Mid-10 playoffs. The tip-off is at 6 o'clock. To be announced what school it's going to be. I mean, Milton Hershey's been a great place that it's been played year after year. I don't know if that's happening or where that might be, but it's been fantastic TV action sports on High School Sports Live. Our Invicta crew has been awesome. They'll be joining us again, continuing our Mid-Penn basketball championships. High School Sports Live, what a season. Coming up again, February the 12th at 5 o'clock is our Mid-Penn swimming championship. This is something going to be real exciting.
I'll tell you what, the swimming community is excited. There will be so much viewership because I don't know if people know at home, but swimming, there's only 400 people allowed in the Cumberland Valley Natatorium, Coach Mike Craig said, and there's 500 participants in the Mid-Penn swimming championship. So each swimmer can't even bring one fan. So
that's great.
Family members, out of state, college coaches, recruiting off the internet. What an awesome opportunity. But we're looking forward to doing that for not only our sponsors, but our fans at home and the athletes involved for all their hard work. We'd just like to thank all the partners, 27 News, Carlisle Sentinel, all the media partners, Invicta. It takes a team effort. The ADs of the schools, Paul Blackburn, the AD Coburn, Coach Gaffey, all the schools that work together to make this happen. There's worthwhile sacrifices to put this on. A lot of hard work goes in to High School Sports Live on TV. It doesn't happen that often. There's not many areas, not many people putting High School Sports Live on TV, but we're very thankful for the efforts and the understanding when it does happen. So we're very thankful.
Well, as you know, we saw our next matchups. Hershey here at home, valiant effort, but Mission McDevitt will come away with the victory. Charlie Fortney, I'm Todd McCall on behalf of Invicta Sports, Jim Gallagher, our stats man, all of our camera and crew. It's been a great season. Next matchup coming up February the 12th. High School Sports Live has had an exciting season. We appreciate everybody, all viewers, all friends. and have a great night.
Real serious out there. I know a lot of guys, you know, a lot of your boys are out there dying. It ain't no joke. The grave ain't no joke.
I hear the wind blow, thought it's your voice I heard. I feel the raindrops are falling, I see the tears you shed. My mind is constantly...
My name's Joel Delgado. I've been here for about 2 years already. This program has really helped me through a lot. Home, out of streets, basketball. Taught me how to be a better player, a better person. Helped me be a better man at home. I help my parents around the house now. Less disrespect at home. Working, helping my mother pay bills. This program just built me to be a better person and a better man.
The rector, he came to me asking that I want to come and join this program, and I seen him at the Boys and Girls Club because I work there, and he told me about the program and what it's worth. It's a great combination. Like, I like learning about new stuff, and basketball is the thing I do on the side, but it helps me on just communicating with each other, because really I love doing both things, learning, playing, but I just want to become a great player and just have a great future. And there's a long way to go now. I just got to stick with there might be bad sides, bad places, and good places. I'm trying to take the good path.
Met Gerald Jarman a few years ago, and he got to talking to me about three-star program, asked me if I wanted to get involved, and was very excited about the opportunity to work with young men here in Harrisburg and hopefully make a difference, make a positive difference in their lives.
I met Coach Jarman, and he asked me to be a part of the three-star program, so we looked at that, and of course you always try to clear your schedule for good things, and got involved, and it's just a great opportunity for anyone to impact lives. It's interesting, when I first heard about the program from the boys, they were talking about the mentoring, they were talking about just being together with friends, they were talking about so many great things that they liked about the program. And it actually took a while before they said, oh, and by the way, we play basketball.
I tell you, it's great. You see the young men come in as we begin the mentoring sessions. It's great to see just their development. It's great to be able to develop great relationships with these young men and just see them grow and prosper.
A lot of things in the streets just to help y'all out.
Can you tell them about it?
I got a lot of people that are here. I got into it, so I hope they learn something from here the same way I did last year.
Do you see any changes in them?
So far, yeah, a lot. Lots getting jobs, stopping a lot of things, becoming better people in here, better friends. It's helping a lot.
Yeah, I'll be here next year.
He got accepted to Duquesne and Bloomsburg on a full academic scholarship.
We're here tonight at Roland School, Harrisburg School District. This is the high school program. This is our 7th year. This is the one that's really established. This is the program. This is kind of like the mother of them all. 65 guys from the Harrisburg School District, teenagers, guys, want to come out and play basketball and learn about life. Good thing is, I don't know too many places in the city where you can go and get this many guys in one location, one place, from different areas in the city, uptown, from the Hill, from out the South, all in one melting pot. Probably in another setting, in another environment, these guys will be at each other. It could be some friction, so that's one of the things we're thankful for. God has given us the grace to be able to do what we do. We're excited to be here. We have a great program. You're going to hear more things in the future, great positive things about the young men in the city. I believe that with all my heart, with all my soul. I believe that you're going to hear some positive things. There's a lot of negative things out on the media, and rightfully so. There's a lot of negative things happening in the city. But this is proof tonight, what you've heard and what you've seen, that there is some good that's happening. We want to highlight that. You know, it's a breath of fresh air to see and hear some of the testimonies, some of the positive reports we're getting, and you've seen it for yourself. So the best is yet to come, and I look forward to talking to you again sometime soon.
If you would like to financially scholarship kids into the program or learn more about ways to get involved, please call 717-547-6157 or visit 3starfoundation.org.